Yada yada desu. It's another glorious top 8 day at the Orlando versus of CEOTaku. I'm one of your commentators, Zero, for a Granblue Fantasy versus top 8 alongside Jesus. What do you do?
Yeah,
Callisto.
They let me out the back. You know, I was supposed to be up there with the rest of these guys, but they needed someone to cover commentary, and I was like, you know what, fine, Shubu, I'll give you a chance.
Okay.
I'll let you, claim a spot in top 8. So,
who's running?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how any of this stuff works this weekend.
Okay, all right. Well, for a change of pace, we are here with Callisto, Chicago's own. Y'all know it. The waifu dome. Of course, the bread and butter, a part of running that Midwest Granblue Fantasy versus community. So I'm glad to have you on board with me this weekend.
Yeah, and we have had a roller coaster of a bracket. There is going to be some names and places that you would not expect if you would have looked at, coming into this.
Yes.
Rose Lockhart, Neil Karsh is going to be our first match. Rose Lockhart, holder of the Lance Scrolls, put Zombie, the favorite to win this tournament, into losers. Going to be facing off against Neil Karsh. Neil Karsh, of course, known for the signature Catalina. However, has played Jita most of this tournament.
Yeah.
He is very comfortable in the Catalina-Lancelot matchup, though, so I do believe we're going to be seeing that Catalina coming back out specifically for the matchup here against Rose.
Yes.
I do want to give a shout-out to, the Florida crew actually holding it down in their region for the top 8, Florida players. We're going to have Blue and MBK on the other side. Blue, great placing for regardless of what happens to this top out. Blue having a fantastic weekend, making this top 8. MBK, kind of right where we expected. A very good player, has won a significant number of online tournaments, hasn't had a whole ton of time to get offline, or a real indication of what his offline play is like, but just as solid as we would expect.
Exactly.
In the loser side, another Florida representative. Too easy coming through. The literal only person in the world, as far as I know, who plays both MK and Granblue Fantasy versus. Going to be facing off against Lunar from Texas. And what was supposed to be our grand finals coming into this bracket on the other loser side, going to be Zombie against Shubu.
Yes, this is definitely a top 8 to remember for sure. I mean, it also goes to show the evolution of the game. Over the last couple years as well, too, especially with the, the latest update as well, changing up how we utilize meter throughout the rounds. We see a lot more usage out of it, and we've seen it's been really interesting to see who embraces it and who just kind of goes like, all right, it's an afterthought. But those that embrace it are like huge. So
I do think as we get further into this top 8, one of the big delineating factors I think between the good players and the very good players going forward is going to be who maintains that situational awareness to know how much meter. It is so much more important to know how much meter the opponent has at any given time in this game now, because not just for the usage of the mechanics, but also for as powerful as the new mechanics are, especially Overdrive and Rushdown. When baited properly, they are very punishable, and you gain a massive advantage if you're ready to call it out because you are on top of how much meter they have. So we're going to be looking out for that to see who has their baits and their punishes on point, as well as who just sort of has the patience to recognize when someone has Rushdown on deck and they don't mess around. And Rushdown, for a universal mechanic, reminds me very much of Red Focus. It buffed some characters significantly more than others. And Catalina is one of those, but I just heard in the back of my ear, Jita, not Catalina. I feel bad because Rose and I actually played for about a half hour. I was giving her some Catalina matchup advice and everything, and I was like, maybe he will pick Jita, and here it is.
Yeah, this is I think it's a pretty solid pick to try to handle Lancelot, very consistent damage. I mean, Catalina also very consistent damage too, and be able to counterpoke a lot of the stuff from Lancelot as well, but I think just the threat of 2H and just the threat of being able to kind of not have to worry about teleport from Lancelot is definitely a helpful tool for this character, and look at that reach already starting here.
And a big thing to me is Jita has movement speed that can keep up with Lancelot's movement. Lancelot, one of the most mobile characters in the game, game. But Jita as well, you can see that, the backwalk speed, able to just walk out of that throw. Ending in the EXDP for the hard knockdown in the meter. And
oh my god, a little overextended right there with the Rekka series.
A little bit far for the 2H into the charged fireball extender. But this is what you're going to see out of Neokarsh. Neokarsh plays quite possibly the least Unga Jita other than mine. He plays very, very standard Shoto. You're not going to see him commit to a lot unless his EX Rekka timer is up. And he's willing to back up, play the fireball game, and wait for that timer to come back. Yeah,
the reaction timing and the whip punish ability from Neokarsh is nothing but exceptional here. And as you can see, that air throw, phenomenal to get that corner position here.
Yeah, not just the air throw to protect himself because that fireball covering the ground space, but also the presence of mind to do a back throw.
Stop it! What these reactions from Neokarsh, already preemptively shutting down the next offensive option from Rose here. Corner, that's going to get you nice.
Oh, and again.
Really?
Yeah, a little bit late on the 2Hs.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, good activation. Rose has some opportunity to party here. Trying to juke a little with the Warble Sturmer or whatever.
Oh, good. Yep. Rose is very happy about that. Oh, no, dropped it. It's okay. It was on purpose. It was on purpose.
Able to recollect it.
I tell you, too, though, you're not going to get Neokarsh to crack in this corner. You see how stoic they are in that corner position despite Rose, dashing in, out, trying to get an opening, anything. Please, Neokarsh, give me something.
And what you mentioned, I mean, that was a rare overdrive activation. Rose, though, opening with the turbulence into the counter hit. Not able to get the full thing with the Gorilla Blade, but still good start. Able to get some damage on the board, but Neokarsh pushing towards the corner. Staggering here.
Yep. Okay, good option, get out, but of course, neutral jump. Got the button to punish. Yo, threaded the needle like that?
Yeah, Neokarsh, that is his favorite way to deal with turbulence. Rather than trying to do like the timed late DP, especially with a walk speed like Jita, he'll try to just walk under and punish on the other side.
Yep. Okay, nice. Got the low, but no confirm.
Yeah, a little too far for that far 5M. Nice.
Yes, got the rush extension too. Commits to the EX Rekka series here. That's actually a pretty useful tool to have in the corner, but...
Looking for that overdrive activation again. Rose using the turbulence in the corner because it puts Lancelot in a position where he still can wall jump back out and get that bait. Back shift out of pressure. Oh, no, and runs into the charged fireball. The EX coming out a little bit faster. Able to cover the rolls and the dodges, and Neokarsh going up 1.
Okay, pretty strong start here, calm, cool, and collected for Neokarsh here. And reactions on point, clearly, had a good night's sleep, was ready to rock it at this early morning hour for Granblue Fantasy Versus here. Rose,
maybe not, we were going a little hard last night.
I'm trying to bring up Neokarsh, what are you doing?
I'm bringing up more. The way he's playing, considering the shape I was in last night, I'm very impressed.
That's skills right there.
Oh, nice. JU back on the other side. Rose with the corner control. Gambles on the third hit of the Rekka, but... Oh, no. A little bit of an input error. Yeah, there was a change to the input buffer in the game in version 2.8, where if there's an overlapping input between DP and Fireball, is going to prioritize the DP. So you usually want to use a half circle to input your Fireballs after you're moving forward.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, late tech, DP, we steal the turn.
Oh, almost had that late anti-air.
Hey, that does work out here. Great.
Yeah, great confirmed by Rose. Able to get a round up on the board here.
All right, strong start for Rose here. So if you can continue it. Nice EX Fireball.
Yeah, gotta get the plus frame. There's the stagger. Oh, and the fuzzy mash. Yeah. Really great timing on Neokarsh. Using a strategy where you want to mash your 5L right when the jump in for the safe jump would normally make contact. And if they do an empty jump instead, you're going to get your 5L coming out and challenging their landing.
Oh,
and another back throw into the corner. Activation, not baited. Rose trying to get up with the plus 5H. This is going to hurt this time. Gets the 2H. Big damage.
Needs one more combo here. Didn't spend because we want to save it for the other alternative options here on top of that. If we get, ain't no way.
Yeah, good dodge. Has the punish. And Neokarsh on match point.
It's a good Hail Mary attempt, but somebody like Neokarsh is not overextending on these block strings here, so it's definitely a big reach. Okay, nice check.
Yeah, just backing off. I like that out of Neokarsh, recognizing he put himself a little bit closer than he wants to play neutral. Gonna get the air unblockable here. Good conversion. Hard knockdown with the EX Rekka.
Okay, nice. Fast fall, but no, from
Yeah.
after, keep on top of it.
That is the counterplay to these anti-airs. You can use that JU in order to go through the anti-airs, land on the ground.
Okay. Good recognition. Got the throw. Keep it plus. Oh,
and
no.
again, the anti-airs. Good conversion by Neokarsh. Going to push back out to mid-screen here. And far 5M. This is okay for Rose, though. EX Rekka timer was gone. And ooh, that was almost it. Good recognition on the confirm, though. Rose did not just dial out the SBA. This should be it.
Okay, yeah,
Rose can even up the count. SSBA, we're 1-1.
Look, some of these hits, they're getting a little antsy here, but it seems as though Rose is definitely warmed up here in this second game. You can hear Rala in the background absolutely losing it.
Yeah, and Rose, you know, as much as we love Neokarsh, at this point, we got to consider Neokarsh, you know, he's the good player, so, you know, he's made multiple top 8s.
Yes.
People want to see Rose shine this weekend. She's been doing great so far,
Yeah.
and it's nice to see her having this pushback, getting the game up.
It was absolutely tremendous to see, especially on Twitter too, to see the upset of I just took down Zombie. I'm like, excuse me, whoa. All right, so let's not rest on those laurels quite yet. You still got the rest of the tournament, and she's still performing so well.
Yeah, able to get out of the corner here. Good check, take the turn, but
no.
yeah, good reaction with the delayed 5H. Going to be a good chunk of damage, as well as the hard knockdown and a lot of meter.
Nice check right there.
Should get the third bounce. Yes, there it is. That's going to close it out. Neokarsh returns to match point.
All right. Not too far off for Rose here. It's just a couple straight hits, and it's tough. It is tough.
Oh, what a dodge, and Rose going to get the first hit. Hard knockdown in the corner, but another clutch fuzzy mash coming out of Neokarsh. Going to return back to mid-screen.
Nice 2M.
Slide on in. Let's go.
Yup.
And the frame traps.
Beautiful confirmed setups with the...
This is going to be a punish.
That is a big punish. Let's take these. The reset for throw. That's cheeky.
Oh, great with punish, yeah. Now, Lancelot has the counter poke style of 5H, which is very good at not extending a very far hurt box. Good against a lot of pokes, but G to far 5M is just built different.
Okay, frame trapped once again here. And this is a scary situation. One touch away will do it for Neokarsh.
Yeah, great block. You got to watch out for that sweep into EX Rekka.
Oh, no.
Slight life lead for Neokarsh. Activation still available, but Rose doesn't need it. Great reaction to the cancel on the fireball. That is not a true block string coming from 2M. Able to SBA through, and Rose also on match point.
Yes, a big turnaround right here, too. The reactions. You know, we saw Rose sitting there searching for that one opportunity. Didn't even crack on anything else. That's the one thing that we needed here. The focus is intense right now. Nice
right
EX
there.
Gorillas, say plus.
Great job by Rose not chasing the EX Fireball too hard, backed off, but does go in a little bit too hard. Oh, that's going to be a punish. We're going to be returning to the corner. Too far for the bounce, so that's going to be the end of the combo, but Neokarsh steamrolling right now. Very healthy lead. Getting the timers back with the hard knockdowns from the throw, has everything he needs right now. Rose is going to have to be extremely careful.
Okay, nice. Dash through 2L. EX for the hard knockdown here and keep it plus. Let's go with the pressure. Anti-air. You got to be so careful because Neokarsh is out here well aware of the mobility of Lancelot, taking the victory 2-1.
Yeah, Neokarsh staying very solid, choosing to just defend. Has options to deal with the turbulence that could be a little bit more aggressive, but didn't want to mess around. Keep in mind, if that invuln slash counter hits from that turbulence, that is what we refer to as a bombo in the Granblue community. That is a solid 6K. Lancelot's best starter, so
yes,
good stuff to both players. Rose not out of it yet, going to be moving down to the hell side, as we would call it here at CEOTaku. But next match, we're going to have Blue against MBK. Blue on the Eustace, you know, was definitely having trouble feeling like he was really getting it on the Eustace for a while, but something obviously came together this weekend.
Yeah, something, at least leading up to it, right? Because Blue had showed up on the exhibition series that I've been hosting and just not really feeling that Eustace. Like you said, there's got to be something because like I'm missing that one extra piece. They were nervous heading into Evo, but here they are in a top 8, CEOTaku top 8, no less. So great achievement here, and I'm not sure what it was, but look, Blue definitely found that piece for Eustace. Eustace is such a phenomenal character,
but
too.
a very complex character.
Yes.
Very easy to miss pieces from
Yeah,
Eustace because
yeah.
he has a lot of different tools. And I think on paper, most people are going to think that Eustace is a zoner, but I don't think that's necessarily his wheelhouse. Eustace is a very good mid-range character. He has underrated normals on his mediums, his Fire 5M and his 2M. His, you know, the 2-8, the what is it, slow burn, the bouncing ball off the ground.
Yeah.
This is a very good tool just for holding down the mid-screen. But that said, Blue certainly has his work cut out for him. MBK, Mad Best Killer, going to be coming with that Belial, and easily one of the best Belials in North America.
Yeah. You want to talk about reactions like Neokarsh was pulling them out. MBK somehow, some way computes some of the best reactions online with Belial here. And you know what? Just really quick for Eustace, I kind of attribute Eustace to playing like Aaron Black in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, very much so.
to that. So if
very dart in, back out.
Yes.
You're zoning just enough to try to get the other person to either hold still or overcommit moving forward. The danger is when you try to play Eustace, you know, as a pure zoner, because he does have a decent amount of recovery. If his projectiles get rolled or jumped, he may be eating a big punish. But MBK, not someone who really commits really hard. I hear Jita. I'm curious if this is a button check on MBK's side. It might be. Yeah, sounds like they are.
Okay.
Yeah, MBK also has two of the best anti-zoning tools in the game. Belial 5U, which can parry a projectile and then instantly teleport to where the opponent is.
Yes.
And also Belial Jump H, which that is one of the best air normals in the game, able to punish fireballs with a jump or a super jump from incredibly far away and then still have enough frames to confirm to his 5H.
Yeah, absolutely. Belial's definitely one of those characters that,
let's
please
go Blue.
play Granblue versus. It is currently, it's still September, right?
Yes,
it's
still on sale.
So get that PlayStation Plus download right now if you're on PlayStation, free for the basic version.
Yes, if you want to go in, if you want to keep in mind there is a Legendary Edition that's normally $50 that includes all of the DLC up to date. That is also 20% off this month. So
yes,
definitely, I can't recommend this game enough. This game genuinely saved my love of fighting games. You know, it was kind of the Street Fighter 4 to Street Fighter 5 changeover was my first time dealing with that generation, and the generation changeover, and you don't fit the next game as well, and I felt, you know, kind of lost for a little while, like the games that didn't fit me. In Granblue, if you want to play, you know, some grounded footsies with just a little bit of sauce on it, this is a perfect game for it.
Yes, absolutely. You want to learn some fundamental fighting game skills. Granblue has definitely got that in spades. And it all transfers really well. We've seen some players transfer from this game to others and see a lot of great success because the fundamental foundation is so strong in this game.
Yeah, and we do see the Belial that we expected come out of MBK.
Yep.
Curious what we'll see out of the round start here. EX Slow Burn is an incredible round start option for Eustace, able to just shut down the entire middle of the screen in front of him. So we'll see what they're going to choose to do. Blue just backing off respectfully. And MBK, arguably Belial with a better fireball. Actually, we may have a controller issue. The player's talking something over for a moment.
Oh, yeah, because Blue is
I think Blue is stuck
walking.
Yes, he's just stuck walking backwards. So I think we just had a quick issue with the converter. He's going to reset the converter. Yeah, we were not into the match yet, so I do believe we're just going to go ahead and play it out.
Yeah.
Or I'm sorry, return to the start.
Yeah. Okay. Hopefully this gets solved. Sometimes it does happen, you know. Oh yeah, because I think Blue is trying to go wireless on that adapter there.
Oh yeah, I didn't even see that. I didn't know that was a thing.
I didn't either. I mean, yeah, actually, I did not know they could do that. So that's surprising. But yeah, it's a tremendous adapter. Actually, I don't know if y'all have seen it at home, but the Brooks adapter is a really solid one too because.
Oh, is this the one that they were that like Hotashi was using with the DualSense?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Very
the wireless.
good. I used it myself for the TE2 stick for the Xbox One, playing on PS4, and it's tremendous. Like I've not seen any latency issues, and they've been. Honestly, a lot of like the leverless controllers, they use Brooks boards, so that's definitely a good sign of, hey, they're really well reliable. You just plug it in, there's no concern. You can go to any tournament and play on any platform. Looks like the issue has been resolved, though. So after a little bit of a false start, we're going to get into this winner semifinal here. All right, Blue with the early zoning, able to get through the fireballs of Belial. Belial
No slouch in the zoning department himself. Definitely one of the best fireballs in the game. And great empty jump to bait out the 2H. And MBK going to get the hard knockdown here in the corner.
Asmodeus, there we go. The EX as well.
Taking the hard knockdown.
Yeah.
Early tech by MBK. Maybe something to take note of for Blue. Keep in mind, there's multiple types of throw techs in this game, and if you're getting the good tech, the early throw tech, that means you were teching as a guess, which is incredibly dangerous in this game. Activation, MBK pushed back into the corner. That is plus 20 on block, but Blue runs into it as well. Yeah, there's going to be no chip damage available on either side. This state of sitting in overdrive, though, will probably favor Blue a little bit because Eustace can use easy input. Wow. Yeah, going to disrespect the block string straight through. Yeah, overdrive Eustace a very dangerous opponent because his projectile is normally a charge attack. It's a charge back and then forward plus button. However, in overdrive, easy input specials have the same properties as the regular ones. So he no longer has to charge. He can just press the skill button for an instant fireball.
A great boon for Eustace, especially. We're already locked down in this corner. Mess around, find out. It's still challenged.
Yeah, good
Blue.
counter poke with the 2M. 2M, a very underrated button. Finds the 2L. MBK not blocking low.
Oh, no.
Got the dodge. Yes, slow burn, very good at that in block string, but there's the 5-frame, the crouching 2L.
Anti-air, nice pickup, able to extend. Gets
this, I believe, is going to seal her. It's going to be very close.
Yeah.
It is enough. Game 1 going to Blue, and I don't want to put a hex on Blue, but we cannot understate.
Don't do it.
Yeah, we're just not going to say it. We're just not going to say it.
Don't do this. This top 8, though.
Yeah, we're not going to say anything about that right now.
Good job.
Blue, though, looks calm, looks ready to go. MBK, on the other hand, back to character select. Let's see if we see a change. And there is the Jita that was teased during the button check.
I think we still got this. We still got this, though.
Yeah.
In the way that Blue has been playing, trying to keep things locked down. And I really do love the whip punishing, especially counter poking from, like, if you're able to counter poke Belial, that's tremendous. So I feel confident that Blue is still able to carry that over and against Jita.
That said, playing a zoner against Jita, that's a very different ball game. Jita, a very, very mobile character, some of the fastest run speed in the game, and she can be on you very quickly. Her super jump into the JU, also a very, very good option for getting in against zoning. So Blue going to have to be pretty careful where he places his projectiles. MBK, yeah, you can see that. Just how much space was covered just by MBK, committing to like a little bit of a run forward, and now he has the corner. Going to spend the EX.
Nice.
Hard knockdown into the safe jump. Blue respecting the pressure. Not this time, though. Gets counter hit, but the timer wasn't back yet for MBK. It is now. This might even close out the round. If he can get the juggle into SBA, yes, there it is. Does the technical, or the easy input, doesn't need the damage from the technical. Plenty available there, and perfect. MBK charging right back with the Jita.
Okay. Shocking round start, too, especially, but Jita's definitely capable.
Yeah, great disrespect, too. That's another benefit of Jita. Her medium DP is one of the best block string disrespect options in the game because it has such horizontal range.
Yeah, and that makes her stand out, especially, like, she is that pro tag character counter to Gran, but also, like, that's, the Ken to Ryu, right? It's just like, hey, this is my additional trait on top of my DP. Nice. Ooh, avoid spot. Nope, it does get stuck here.
Good roll. MBK playing this pretty well. Yes, backing off.
Actually, really good decisions in the rock, paper, scissors there for the clash to get the roll through and punish on the dodge. Risky business, though. Had to be careful. Big life lead from MBK.
Oh, had the jump in, but the jump in hit very high. Blue unable to convert.
Nice. Oh, yes.
I don't know about this meter spend, though. This is going to leave Blue with no meter and overdrive available for MBK.
That's a big factor. Oh, wait a minute. Trapped.
Chip is starting to become an issue. Has to be careful of the activation. There's the 2M. No confirm.
So careful. Wait.
And the medium DP through the block string. Like I mentioned, there's a lot of forward horizontal movement on that medium DP. It's able to blow through a lot of cancel options. You don't have to worry about them doing something that has less of a hitbox extended and, you whiff your DP the way you would on some other characters.
And this is the point in which I just remain confident in your game plan because you did a really solid job here. Don't let that falter, but also, like, it's really surprising to see that MBK would risk that DP at that life deficit. Had Blue caught on earlier, that could have been a different story here. But here we go.
Yeah, that said, I do think if you are going to risk a reversal, doing it during a block string is a much better spot to place it than trying to do it on wake up in this game.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Nice. Nice.
Yeah, good interruption there. MBK respecting the zoning options. That's a big stuff on the EX Fireball, and this should be it. No, he missed the,
no, he still spent
It's okay, there's no, yeah, I was about to say, there's very fast recovery on that SBA. It's usually still useless as turn if it misses, so activation, this is dangerous. There's a hit.
Yep.
This isn't going to be the kill hit just yet, but this is going to be very close. It will be a one-touch situation after this. There's the grab, hard knockdown. Timers are restoring. EX Fireball is back, or EX Wrecker rather. EX Fireball on the way.
Has to be so careful because it's going to take a snap reaction. We know MBK is capable of it too.
And also, MBK is going to have SBA on skill button on deck. As far as disrespecting cancels, not going to need it. But yeah. Overdrive skill button SBA on Jita is incredible for shutting down projectiles on reaction. Big jump in at the start for Blue.
All right, well, let's keep up this pressure, though, because it started just like that in the previous round. Nice check.
Yeah, recognizing Jita had moved herself a little bit far out. Oh, and the delayed follow-up.
Yeah.
This is going to be a big hit. Missing the sweep again. MBK has actually missed that sweep a couple times. However, because the DP is an EX move, still gets the hard knockdown, just not quite as good at timer cycling. Oh, this is another big hit, but EX Rekka was not available. Didn't spend the rush down.
Okay. Bit of that overdrive here. Gets out of the corner just a smidge here. About even on life. Yo, let's go. Yeah, but no confirm after
this should do it if he doesn't drop this combo. Keep it easy. SBA. There it is. MBK gonna be moving on.
What a heartbreaker. Oh my goodness, because Blue was definitely poised, ready to take it.
Yeah, I don't know if you should call it a, I know Blue's gonna, be going through it for a little bit, but he's still in losers, and also he acquitted himself very well in this set.
Yes, absolutely.
Definitely played very well.
Yes.
This is just sometimes you're up against a very good player. MBK, one of the better players in North America, and you got to be prepared for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was definitely a great performance from Blue, and of course, like you said, still in this bracket, still well capable, and has solidified themselves as a threat in this bracket. So that's definitely a big factor here. Gosh, and hopefully that didn't get to Blue's head as far as like that quick drop right there. It didn't seem like it either, because honestly, Blue continued to play their game plan. It was just, outplaying MBK's neutral, which is a very difficult thing to do, especially how many times we've represented that, hey, MBK is very capable of reacting in that mid-range and taking advantage of the situations where Blue might have overextended here. But next up, we do have a couple other favorites out here from 2Easy and Lunar.
Yeah, moving down to the loser side, and for Blue, this is going to give him an opportunity to rest for a few games, get his mental back in order. And we're going to see 2Easy on the Charlotta. I am still trying to wrap my brain around what your aesthetic is. If you primarily play NRS games, you come to Granblue and you pick Charlotta?
It's that pressure.
Charlotta?
You don't want to give people turns.
And Lunar, Lunar, I believe, on the Cagliostro. This can be a matchup, actually. I haven't seen a whole ton, but Charlotta, a pretty mobile character. We'll see if 2Easy can sort of thread through all of, the spam that Cagliostro is able to put on the screen. And the winner of this is going to move on to face Blue.
Yep, and there's the breakdown right there as well, too. Rose is also sitting on that Hell's quarterfinal there. Trying to decide.
And if you're Zombie, you're looking at this Shubu match. You never want to look past your current opponent. You always want to be focused opponent, but when you know you're one match away from the run back that put you into losers, that is extra fuel. That is always extra fuel.
That is definitely some energy there.
Yeah, at least to me, if I'm Zombie Moo, I don't care whether or not I get fourth place or third. I don't care where I finish at this point. I want my run back.
Some fights are just personal out here, but that's Tekken. Here we are for some Granblue, though, and it's going to be really interesting to see how this shakes down because, gosh, like you said, that's a grand finals match here.
Yeah.
So that's the way this bracket is going to break down. To see the performance where Blue is at today, like everyone is playing out of their minds today. We do have some of the staples in, Neokarsh and obviously Zombie, Shubu, and then of course. We just saw earlier, too, in MBK. So, I mean, there's a pretty solid top four, but one of them's not making it here.
Yeah.
So. And we do got a button check starting up here. They're about to get ready, and that's Charlotta against Kag. I'm really curious on this matchup here. I think Kag is going to be a little bit of trouble here for Charlotta, but the way that 2Easy plays, being able to kind of eliminate some of the hexes there from Cagliostro is definitely going to be a part of their game plan.
I think Charlotta, to some extent, needs to play similarly to how Catalina would in this matchup. Sometimes you need to throw out a ball. If you have an advancing attack like Charlotta Ball,
right,
you need to sometimes throw it out when traps are not on the ground to be disruptive, to try to counter hit the startup of the trap laydown. Because once the traps are actually out on the ground, there's not a whole lot you can do for the several seconds that they last. Charlotta does have some pretty good tools for clearing them. She does have the forward sliding sweep, which can get both traps off of the ground, but you still have to space that properly to not whiff it.
Yeah.
Or to run into 5H, an incredible button coming out of Cagliostro, which is usually going to be holding down that mid-range after the traps are out on the ground.
Yes.
So we'll see how 2Easy is going to approach it. I'm also curious to see what type of setups Lunar is going to use. You'll see variance between different Cagliostros. Sometimes they'll favor, like someone like Zamu goes directly to EX traps, wants them both on the ground. Sometimes they'll use regular traps a little more often to try to conserve those timers. Sometimes they'll use EX air trap to try to shut down the space in front of them so you can't approach in the air. There may be some extra value against a character like Charlotta, who has such an awkward jump art and such great air normals. You may want to actually lock down the top of the screen rather than the ground in front of you.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how those setups do go for Lunar here, because you're right. Being able to remove that aerial movement from Charlotta is definitely a key factor here, especially too, like, you're going to be able to cover, Demon Flip or even just those challenges, like you say, in her air normals.
I'm just thankful that Cagliostro is a messed up character, so I don't have to be inherently biased against Charlotta in my cut. Because if this was any other character on Lunar's side, I promise you would hear some heavy Charlotta hate coming out of me.
But they do have to buff Cagliostro, right? Because Cagliostro is clearly a character that needs a lot of buffs.
Yeah, Zoms and losers, right?
So sorry, y'all.
Both Cags and losers, clearly character in need of touching.
The gold. Look at the coordination out here. Charlotta in gold. That's 2Easy's colors. Let's go.
And there's the ball. That's what I was talking about. You want to be disruptive. You don't want to let Kag set up shot mid-screen, and 2Easy with the corner pressure. Using the throws, that's going to buy some of those timers back, but nice challenge coming out of Lunar. But the Holy Ladder going to shut down the mix-up there.
All right, nice. Got our hands out. Ooh, 5H. Beautiful button.
Nice counter poke. Doesn't spend anything to get out of the corner either. And a great anti-air 2H has the EX traps down. But Charlotta with that little potato body falling out of the second trap. And this is something that I say that, sounds a little memey, but I think it's true. Charlotta effectively will have a larger health pool than a lot of the cast, because you cannot do your optimal combos for many characters against her. She just falls out of them.
Right.
So you have to take smaller punishes.
Yeah, that's a big punish right there. Oh, actually not as big as I thought it might be. But
yeah, no meter available. 2Easy has to watch out for the activation here. Ooh, and the Holy Ladder frame trap.
Stealing the turn right back to throw. Victory for 2Easy in that first round.
Yeah, Lunar being a little timid on defense there. Didn't try anything, didn't try to mash out an overdrive activation there. Good use of the JL, active all the way to the ground.
Okay. Oh, there's those traps immediately taken away from Holy Ladder.
Yeah, nice matchup knowledge there.
Nice. Cycled, steal it
once
again.
2Easy is gaming right now.
Yeah.
That's the second or third frame trap into Holy Ladder.
Jump Bell was a smart call there, but unfortunately a little bit too far ahead for the Hex.
I like this, what Lunar's doing right now. Stay out of the range of that Holy Ladder. If you keep getting hit by it, just stay away from her.
Oh!
Good punish. Should build the meter here. There it is. SBA going to close it out. Lunar evening up the round count.
All right. Answers right back. And honestly, the way that Lunar was being patient in that position right there, just kind of biding their time. 2Easy, making the mistake of trying to spin cycle through. Look, we ain't opened up quite yet. Here we go. Holy Ladder starter, though.
Yeah, these Holy Ladders are looking heat-seeking coming out of 2Easy. They have not missed.
Oh, no.
Went for it.
Teleport again.
That is some matchup against Cagliostro, some matchup knowledge you do need to have. If you're going to try to bait out a throw, you do not want to use overhead the way you would against many other characters. You want to run up in 5H or something, because their main throw defense is actually TK air teleport, not teching or jumping.
Yep, and a good call out on that clash right there after the spin cycle. Jump L, no confirm after.
Yeah, 2Easy. Screen positioning, good health lead using the 5H there.
Okay.
Lunar content to block it out, but again, taking his turn with the Holy Ladder. And I think this was a dodge. No, an activation. Lunar's meter is gone, and now these normals do chip, and there it is. Yeah. Too easy. Gonna take game one. Great timing for the activation. And Lunar trying to get a handle. Oh, yeah, I do see the tournament judge coming up. I do think they're going to let him go for the game, but I do believe that color 17, that gold color, is actually banned.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes it difficult to see EX moves as they come out sometimes.
Yeah.
So Too Easy, going to go back to character select for a color change here. Going to give Lunar a moment to think.
Yeah, I was wondering at the start too, like seeing that, like I appreciate it, the color coordination. That's smart thinkums right there. But yeah, you don't often see the gold color, and for that reason, like you said, that EX is hard to see right there.
Yeah, so Lunar, gonna have to really think about where he wants to take his turns because Too Easy is being very aggressive on using the invuln, using the OD activations after being minus on block, and Lunar has been caught by the majority of them trying to take his turn, and then Too Easy has had good reads on when not to do it and is able to just continue his pressure because Lunar's scared to take a turn.
Okay, so see how this goes here. Yeah, honestly, trying to steal a turn away from Charlotta has some devastating consequences if you're wrong. So
yeah, and realistically, I think the answer is, don't be put in that situation to begin with. Try to do that. Try to keep Charlotta at bay the way you are here, using that 5H.
Yes.
Great spacing coming out of Lunar right now. Both traps are down. The timer is back, though, and they're going to come down. This time baits out the reversal.
Okay, nice. He had the corner position. Little jump out, not overextending here.
Yeah, that's key, what you just said. Lunar playing very close to the vest, not taking a lot of gambles here.
Here's the hands. Nice. Nice anti-air. Beautiful stuff. We'll get a nice conversion into this corner position here.
SVA, yeah.
Yes.
Nice, efficient combo, but Charlotta fell out of the combo.
Oh my God.
What is wrong with this character? Good neutral jump, stuffs the Holy Ladder. The activation is going to be blocked, so a lot of frames to work with here for Too Easy. Going to run and establish the pressure, and you can see all of these normals doing chip now, but Lunar with a clutch teleport.
Yeah, and the timing too, because Too Easy reacted correctly. It was just a smidge too early to get that teleport punish there, and Lunar was able to capitalize.
Oh,
no.
Big run up overhead. This time Lunar going on the aggressive, looking for the reversal. No bite from Too Easy. Good time to mash out. Speaking of, good check. Drops the combo, but Too Easy a little bit ahead of himself.
Oh, trying to go for the tick throw there.
Almost had that conversion. Kind of a difficult spacing on the height, especially on Charlotta without a counter hit there. Good check with the 5H. Traps are down.
Nice.
Yeah, Too Easy. Doesn't need to worry about what direction you're on because of the flash kick style reversal. Lunar in a dangerous position in the corner, choosing to block it out, but nice run-up stagger into the counter hit, and I think this is actually going to close it out.
Yeah, that was an early, like the opener into our Skybound Dart.
Yeah,
Yep, there's
very
the kill.
little scaling on that hit. Too Easy on match point. Lunar trying to stay alive in this set.
Okay. Round apiece here, still going back to this action. Nice push back here, but no setup opportunity quite yet.
Yeah, difficult to punish
range.
that Holy Ladder. Lunar, though, doesn't seem to be playing frustrated, and you can see it there. Clutch 2H. Let's see if Charlotta stays in the combo this time. Gets the whole thing, finds the meaty, doesn't get the conversion, but still has the corner positioning. Not a terrible spot for Lunar if he can maintain this. Good jump timing, not able to get the punish, but is out of the corner. Too far for the far end.
Okay. Ooh, nice chase, the Holy Ladder.
Yes, and the traps is down. If you're Too Easy, this is your time to go in. Traps are down. Great teleport by Lunar, though, and the one hit confirmed. Post 5H to SVA, and Lunar's staying alive 1-1.
Gosh, yeah, no, that was a solid situation right there. A big opportunity, like you said, for Too Easy to really kind of take advantage of the scenario. No traps to worry about on the approach, but yeah, these teleports, absolutely clutch.
Yeah, good recognition of the situation by Lunar, knowing that, the tool that he would normally use to hold down the mid-screen, clearly unavailable. Too Easy was coming in, and Lunar decided to vacate the premises with the teleport and was able to get a punish from it. Looks like Too Easy. Just taking a moment to think, very long-time tournament player in multiple games.
Yes.
Definitely knows when it's time to just back off, calm down for a moment, collect your thoughts, and think about what went wrong in the last game.
That's always very important, you know, especially to like some folks as you rush right into it. Either, you know, they're on fire, they know what to do, they want to get back into it, or
and there's that
like,
too. Sometimes it's a break for yourself to collect your own mental. Sometimes you just need to ice the other player.
Yep. All right. Getting into it here. This is the last shot for both players because, you know, this is loser's side. Or Hell's side, rather.
Oh, Lunar tried to teleport out. This time it does work, and 5H shutting down the ball. Clutch timing.
Get the pick up into the corner here. Good setup opportunity.
Nice jump out. Very difficult to 2H that arc. Nice block on the overhead. Taking the turn with the close 5H.
Teleport. Oh, my goodness.
Fates it out. Good use of the 5L. I really like... didn't have a lot of timers to work with, though. That Holy Ladder is very difficult to punish. The block stun ends very early. Even though it is significantly minus, you still sometimes just want to use your fastest button.
Ooh. All right, the caution here from Too Easy.
Gonna get the side switch here. Holy Ladder again. And that's a hard decision. If you're Lunar, you have to think about, after the teleport, do I want to give up my turn every time because there might be a Holy Ladder? And it sort of gives Too Easy the initiative either way. Even though it's a coin flip that Too Easy is going to be punishable on if he's wrong, he still is the one with the decision.
Whoa. Okay, nice little confirm here.
Yeah, Lunar building a life lead. Activation coming out of Too Easy.
Yeah, this, oh, no. Okay, didn't get our confirm here, but that's all right, though.
Maybe didn't trust the 214H at that spacing. This should do it, though. SVA,
yes.
I think that's it. Lunar going to be moving on in the loser side.
Yeah, definitely a much more dominant round right there for Lunar, too. Just, you know, kind of setting their game plan, and it did pay off in spades there. And it's really unfortunate. I don't think Too Easy even was able to get out of that corner in that round. So
great composure by Lunar as well. Charlotta is, if you have not played this game before, Charlotta is a very frustrating character. If you can imagine Blanca, but also Akuma at the same time, that's Charlotta. When Charlotta decides that it's time to come in, you're not. There's not a back and forth in that conversation. Charlotta's coming in, and it's up to you to shut it down, and Lunar did just that.
Yeah, so, absolutely.
Up next, though, we're going to have the losers match that nobody thought would be a losers round one match. We're going to have the two favorites coming into this tournament, arguably. Zamimu up against Shubu. Shubu should be running the Uno. I think this is a character that we do not see a lot. Shubu, a big believer in this character, and also kind of recognition that there's a couple characters that in this version 2.8 didn't get a lot out of the new mechanics, mostly because they were already sort of good, well-rounded characters, and they didn't have the gaps to fill in. Two of those characters being Six and Belial, and, you know, Six, the prior main of Shubu. Just feeling like in this version, Six doesn't necessarily have, you know, quite the juice. Still a very solid character, but not as oppressive. And Uno, I think a very underrated character. Maybe a bit of bias because I play Shotos, and I think Uno is just hard designed to shut down Shotos. But every special move anti-airs, great screen control in the middle, great conversions from very far away, and able to use rushdown very effectively, even on block, just to push you back, set up, you know, great positioning with a lot of plus frames. So we're going to see if Zam's able to navigate this. And also, because of that mid-screen presence, Zam may be choosing a character other than Cagliostro, because getting traps down in neutral can be very difficult against Uno. And also, even if you get the traps down as Cagliostro, Uno doesn't really have to care, because why would he come in? He's just going to stand there and counter zone you. Shubu put it that way to me yesterday. Uno might seem like a zoner, but he's actually a counter zoner. What his tools are there for, they are technically strikes. They're there to shut down your fireball, so you're not allowed to use it. Zam, though, at the moment, looks like he is on the Cagliostro.
Okay.
Not sure if there is going to be a button check before this. We'll see. But right now, it's looking like Cagliostro against Uno.
Yeah, you know, that's a very good point that you brought up, too, as far as Uno. Just that you're stealing away your opponent's fireball opportunity. That beak driver is just so difficult to deal with. Especially you're right, like being able to confirm with Rush as Uno is such a strong tool because, one, you're getting close to that corner. You're able to get that extended combo from that. Yeah,
the life lead is going to be so important because whoever has the impetus to go in is in the worst spot in this match. Yeah, looks like we do have a button check here. especially for Cagliostro, having to go in. While she does have the teleport as an option to get in, jumping at Uno is terrible. The biggest thing is the way unblockable attacks against airborne work is if it's coded as a ground attack, with the exception of Matera 2H. If it's a ground, and Fairy 2H, I'm sorry. If it's a ground attack, it is air unblockable. Every special move that Uno has is a ground attack. He can anti-air you with literally any special move that he has. And then he also has a perfectly good 2H, a little on the slow side, but it does cover a lot of vertical space, similar to Zeta's, you know, just shuts it down with a great conversion into the 214H into a full combo.
I can't believe we're changing the voices on here. You can't just change voices.
This is my PS4. He knows he's not allowed to do that on my PS4.
Banned. Banned. Not coming to Frosty's now.
Oh my God! Yeah, I need to put. Is there like parental controls on the voices? Can I do something about this?
You know, it should be coded out here. Quite frankly, look at that. That villain zombie.
Yeah.
This is the face of the individual you need to ban from all your Granblue tournaments. Doesn't run anything ever.
I was wondering what tactics he could use to get a matchup at this advantage, and I learned that it's just being annoying. That's the tactic.
Well, don't forget to change it when you get home.
Oh, no, I'm changing. I'm going to get up and change it after this match.
Dang!
I literally did that. When Top 8 at Combo Breaker ended, the first thing I did was run out of stage and change it back so I didn't forget when I didn't want to forget when I got home.
Okay, well, here we are. Zombie.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what Zom's round opening is going to be here. Because this is a spacing that very much favors Uno. He's just going to walk forward, Shubu, being respectful. Good use of the spike for a hard knockdown. And again, able to get the traps down, good use of the slide to clear them. But if you're Zom, now you don't have to worry as much about getting in Uno because you have a healthy life lead.
Yes. Ooh.
Air traps, favorable trade for Zom, putting Zom back into the corner. Shubu playing a little timid on defense. Good dodge on the 5H, not able to get the punish, but retains the turn.
Okay, that traps up above. And just immediately removes him. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, there we go. Nice challenge here.
Yeah, Shubu finally getting to play in this round. Good tech.
Okay, nice 5H right there.
Using the Spiral Spear to clear the traps out of the air. Did take a little bit of a punish for it, but that's a jump in there should do it. Oh no! Zom misses his SBA input.
That's a rare miss, a very rare miss, especially at this moment. We can't have some of those. Okay, there we go. We got our rush confirmed to wrap this up here. That very well could have been.
Yeah, that was a spooky situation because with the amount of health left, I mean, that is a very doable amount of damage for Uno.
Yes.
With the counter hit, Shubu opening up with the low out of the Spiral Spear, being a little bit aggressive, puts himself in the corner with the 5H, but able to build some space back to mid-screen here, and he is just going in with that 5H.
Right, the patience, wait for these spears.
Yes. Uno 5H, 2 hitting, similar to Belial's, great range, but most importantly, it actually low crushes as a property. It will actually, anything below the waist, it will just ignore those moves. Yeah. Luckily for Zom, the primary poke for Cagliostro being that far 5H can contend with it. Activation, gonna clear the traps.
Ooh, had to be so careful. I see the buffer right there for Shubu.
Yeah. And because of the overdrive property of making skill button attacks the same as technical inputs ones, you can see there the speed. Yeah. He's able to walk back and forth. He doesn't have to buffer anything. He's able to just dial out that easy input special whenever he needs it.
And just like you talked about, too, at the top of the set, using that spear to
parry.
shut down that fireball there. Whoa.
Yeah, using the medium parry on reaction to the ground spear coming out of Cagliostro. Great reactions for Shubu.
Good, nice. Oh!
The air stall.
Yeah.
It's a very awkward timing to anti-air after an air teleport or after air traps when it's not a normal jump arc and Cagliostro's just falling. It's a very different anti-air. Okay. Chasing the back shift with the 5H.
Yep.
Try to catch a dodge.
Every single time that Zombie has set up the aerial traps as well, too, it's just been a big waiting game for Shubu. And I think that's such a great call because at that point, you can just react to the next interaction that's coming from Zombie. But this is a disaster here. Actually, doesn't have the meter to get the kill here, but this is a big opportunity for setup. He's got the trap right in front of
Shubu gonna have to be careful with that spear because that spear is coded as a strike, which means rushdown can go through it.
Yeah.
And Zom, though, able to use the stagger pressure. He's gonna close out game 1 here. Shubu, I don't think we're gonna see a change to 6 here. Last night he was saying that every time he doubts the Uno and changes to 6, he's lost on 6 since he's made the switch to Uno, and he is gonna rematch coming back in with the Uno.
Okay.
I do notice Shubu is spending the EX Spear almost every time, trying to use the speed of it to catch Zom off guard, but it's leaving him without his main zoning tool very often because the timer, and you see it there again.
Okay. All right.
Spiral Spear shutting it down, clearing the traps. Nice dodge, not going to be able to get a punish. That's only -6 after the dodge, but...
Ooh. Okay, nice. Fireball, so there's a trap.
Oh, no, he was safe there, but challenged on the landing and going to get caught by the trap. Nice, baits out the throw. This should close out the round without a drop. SBA, there it is. Zombie moving on to match point.
All right. Last shot here for Shubu right now.
Yeah, that was a fast round. Shubu, not a lot of time to collect himself here in this game, too.
And that's the thing with Cagliostro, like that snowball effect of her win condition in general. Like, if that gets rolling, it's very difficult to stop. And
Yeah,
landing into that trap, I feel like, was the crux of the situation that started the whole victory line for Zombie.
Yeah, Zombie potentially smelling blood, being a lot more aggressive early in this round. Now backing off to the neutral, respecting that 5H a little bit more. Oh, terrible timing for Shubu. That's unfortunate. Gonna lose his timer and nothing for it. And good timing on the teleport. That second trap still behind Shu. Gonna have to block it out. Good challenge with the 2L, though. Very far-reaching 2L. Activation,
nice.
Not baited. Shubu's gonna have to deal with overdrive Cagliostro. Now these normals are gonna do chip, and the pressure that he's about to have to hold. Is he gonna risk the parry? This is a one-touch situation. Chip starting to build up.
Yeah. Oh.
5H. He has to activate. He's not gonna get the opportunity to the block string. Gonna chip him out.
Yeah, those staggers were very purposeful there from Zombie.
Shubu with 7th place. Great tournament run, you know, making it into the top 8 over, you know, some monumental players such as Callisto. I can't believe he actually qualified for this top 8. Zom, though, going to move on to the losers quarterfinal, though, get the run back against Rose.
Yes, so well-earned run back for sure. And it'll be interesting to see how that shakes down, too. I'm trying to... I don't remember. Who did Shubu lose to get down into this part of the bracket? And it's crazy to think about, like, it's Guilty Gear's already a year old. I'm just like, the season's already over? Like, what happened? But, yeah, you know, and speaking of, look, Granblue still has some content on the way, right? We did the character, you know, the voting.
A lot of people, you know,
Nicholas
definitely.
was on the top.
You know, we're going to start seeing the divide between the Sandalphon fans and the Siegfried fans, right? We're going to start seeing there's going to be some bad blood building, man.
There's already, I'm a little hurt that y'all messed up and didn't vote for Nicholas, but that's okay. We can still check out this top 8, Blue and Lunar on this losers quarters, Hell's quarters, and then Rose against Zombie for the run back as well.
Yeah,
I do believe that's the first one coming up is Rose versus Zombie.
I think we're going to have Blue versus Lunar first. This is going to be, oh no, actually you're correct. I do see Rose coming up. Yeah, so we're just going to get right into the fact that this is the run back. Rose Lockhart did put Zombie into losers. Zombie, the character choice is going to be the real question right now. Is Zombie going to go straight to Cags?
Yeah.
Is Zombie going to pull something completely out of left field? You know, a player of many characters, very proficient in several of them. So we may see a Percival. We may see a Belial. We're not going to see a Cat. He doesn't have it like that. He's not nice. But there's a lot of options available for Zombie, so we'll see what he has.
Yes. Honestly, just hit random select. See what happens.
I do believe Lunaloo is banned for the record, but that'd be kind of hype.
That would be actually insane. What a nice little ad, though. You know, they did such a tremendous job in this game of, like, respecting the core game. Me not ever playing the core game until really this came out.
Yeah.
Like, it was so fascinating
my
to see.
first experience was actually the anime.
Oh!
So it was good for me because most of the launch cast was actually early story characters at Granblue, characters who show up. I definitely did, you know, come in like, why doesn't anyone like Rackham? They're like, nobody cares about that character.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a very, very big misunderstanding of who the popular characters are in the actual mobile game. I have not seen Catalina merch in existence. As far as I know, Catalina hasn't existed since like 2015 in the actual phone game.
Yeah, that's it's really interesting to see how front-facing Catalina is in this game, but then in the mobile game, it's not the case at all. But yeah, it's a real stark transition to come to the mobile game to see that popularity. I mean, especially to that list.
While Zombie's not here, change it back to Japanese voices, please.
Yep. Look at that.
Yeah.
What a trooper.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You get that ticket to Frosty. It's on Callisto. Put it on Callisto's tab. All right. Yeah, especially since Zombies walked away. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you gotta take that buff away immediately.
Yeah.
Every advantage you could get. That's like it's like in Tekken. I don't care what side I play on. If I ask the other person if they care what side they play on, if they say yes, I rock, paper, scissors to take it away from them just in case. You know,
that's important. That's important. You got to win the first mix-up.
Yeah.
If
that's the difference of offline, right? There's sometimes games within the game. Sometimes the difference of being able to react to the other person's body language, to their mood, just being able to sense their mood next to you and know when they're frustrated, it can make such a big difference in how you're able to make your decisions to gain an advantage.
You hear the clack of the buttons next to your opponent. You say, okay, well, I better stop reacting.
Yeah, and then there's next level for the old heads like me. You set one of those 2 buttons. I leave those empty all the time. And if I know someone's listening to buttons, I enter an input and I mash the empty button.
Just sit there pressing it. It is really interesting, to see that different energy too. Especially like you have your friends gassing you up behind you, and then that's a different feel. Being able to play Granblue in an offline setting, of course, too, is so tremendous because for sure you see some crazy reactions online, but this is where like the tried and true reactions are actually going to be happening.
Yeah, and I will say I do sometimes think the complaints of the delay bay netcode can be real, but also if you're playing, there's plenty of good connections. This game is perfectly playable online. I have certainly played much worse online games. You can get the matchup experience that you need, but I can't stress how good this game feels online. If you want to play some footsies, you want to whiff punish things on reaction, oh yeah, and so we may still be looking at a button check, but I did mention Zombie has been playing Belial a lot recently and currently locked into the Belial. Yes, very strong character. Arguably a character who didn't get as much out of the new mechanics as a lot of the cast, only because he had less weaknesses to fill.
Yeah.
That said, Belial with Overdrive is still very good. He's able to combo into his Overdrive activation with the EX Fireball into the spin. But yeah, we do have a fist bump. I don't know if the button check's coming. This might be real. We'll see.
This is real. I think this is real.
Yeah, that's a very serious face on very serious look on Rose's face. She's ready to go.
Okay. Belial. I'm trying to remember the last time I saw a Zombie play Belial.
He's been playing it very recently. It's only been the last several weeks, actually. And he'll do that. Zombie will just pick up a character for a handful of weeks. Was Lil Wayne a little bit ago, now on the Bell. Jumping back, using the JU, trying to get out of the EX Fireball and going to get the first hit here. Easy confirmed into the hard knockdown. Choosing to use the DP instead of the 214H because now he has 214H for the juggle in the corner. Extending with the rushdown, and now the Fireball timer is back. Great timer cycling. That's one of the best uses of rushdown for a character like Belial, just to kill some time to gain your timers back. All right, Rose with the counter hit on the Turbulence follow-up. Gonna get a good combo here. Has some pressure established. Working Zom towards the corner. A little bit of a feint. Looking for the DP. No bite from Zom, though, and he should be able to close out the round, but a bit of a drop here.
Okay. Got the stagger. Nice challenge here with the 2L from Zombie. Has to be so careful. Tries to bait something out.
Looking for the activation. I believe Rose was trying to bait out the OD there, but Zom gonna be pretty patient with it.
Jump H. Nope,
great block.
Open up. Look at this defense from Zombie. The jump
the JU to close it, and I mean, Rose didn't do a lot wrong there. Zom just blocked everything out correctly, and that's difficult. Lancelot, a character not very high damage, you do have to generate several opportunities with him, and if the other person is just very solid defensively, it can be really difficult.
Okay, nice throw.
Oh, no,
that's a big punish opportunity.
You do need to walk back just a little bit if you want to do that as Belial. You do need to scooch back just a bit and do that DP as late as possible. And the frame trap into the 5H. Rose rolling in the corner here.
Load. Oh.
Didn't commit, looking for the activation again. Rose controlling. I would like to see Rose not even worry about the overdrive right now, honestly. Just go in and get your hit.
Oh, no. That's a big reach right there. Probably was looking for that 2M instead 2L came out from Zombie.
Ooh, and a miss input. I believe Zom's input got crossed up there by the turbulence.
Yeah.
Was looking for the EXDP and instead got the EX command grab.
Okay, nice. Got the EX. Big anti-air here from Zombie. Okay, nice pressure into that corner there to 2M. Mess around, find out real quick.
Stagger pressure with the close 5Ls. Very difficult pressure to deal with. There's the 2H. No commit from Rosa, though, actually. I do want to point out that wasn't a counter hit, so she actually didn't really pay for that. She ate the 2H, got put back in the corner, but now she's out. Stagger pressure, and again, baited out the throw.
Beautiful jump U here from Rose. Able to get the full conversion combo set up with the EX.
Baited, yes. Oh, a little too high. Yeah, a little too high. The timing was awkward when she landed. She's not able to get the confirm. Overdrive also grants a 20% damage boost, and you can see how much damage added up for Zombie Moo there. And the jump in hit. Gorilla Blade is up. This is going to be close. Rush down to extend. No, going to go for the reset. And Rose taking game 1, and this is the decision that Zombie was faced with last time. Are we going to see the Cags? I mean, this is Zombie's tournament life right here. Is he going to go out with his main, or are we going to see the belly old Zombie taking a moment to think about it?
This is an insane...
And we're going back to character select.
An insane series here. Zombie, you know, winning most events in the U.S. that they've attended, right? So, honestly, now that I think about it, like, aside from when...
Realistically, only Japan has shut down Zombie. I mean, that stays true for EVO as well.
Yeah. So, I mean, like, gosh, like, this could be a first here. And the way that Rose has been playing, the accuracy.
Yeah, there were a little bit of nerves, like, early on in that first round, but Rose put it together, cleaned it up. And, I mean, Rose is a scholar of Lancelot. She has the scroll, very literally the author of the scrolls.
Right.
She labs out multiple situations, multiple matchups very thoroughly. Also, if you think Lancelot looks kind of cool, hit up Rose. She is very willing to give thorough advice. And Zombie has locked into his original main, the Gran coming out. And we all agree that Gran is currently probably the worst character in this game.
The worst.
That said,
the worst.
That said, Gran, his pressure is different. He has very solid pressure if you can get in. And also, like the other Shotos, his damage is still incredibly high. His damage does not mess around.
That's what's crazy about this game. Is like to say Gran is the worst.
He's C tier, right? He's the worst character in the game. He's C tier. And you see right there coming up with that 2M plus on block. Rose being pretty respectful. There's the boot. A little bit missed space, but Zom is going in. Rose, though, the correct time to challenge out. Finds the counter hit.
Okay, good blocks.
Good check. Yeah, shutting down the fireball cancel. EX Gorilla Blade also shut down with the fireball. No timers other than Rekka really available here. Zom cycling timers with the grab. Going to get the 2H. Shades of Kilo. No counter hit, though.
Good delay.
Counter hit, a little bit too far, and that's the grand problem, right? You get the counter to him that you need, and your button just doesn't reach, or you get the button to reach and it doesn't combo, and Rushdown doesn't alleviate that like it does for most characters.
Yeah, not doing a guard button right there from Zombie, so gonna have to hold this. Nice overdrive activation.
Running in, gets the counter hit confirmed. Mixed up on the other side, but doesn't get the full combo. Counter hit here.
Oh, the clash, just mashed out with 2L, but no confirm after. Air throw.
And this is fine if you're Zom, but your overdrive is gone. You do have to be careful of Rose's activation.
Nice back dash.
Yeah, Rose running away. We not the timers.
Oh, no.
There's the 2H and the 5U, and Zom getting a round up.
Yes.
Rose, though, not looking bad against this Gran right now.
Not at all. And the big factor here is that Rose has gotten away with quite a few turbulence without getting punished by Zombie. EX boot round
Gran
start
is back,
here.
baby, yeah.
Oh, no.
Yes, great fuzzy mash on the landing. Close enough to link the sweep for the hard knockdown. The pressure continues. Got to respect this stagger pressure. Gran, once he gets in, you're like, this is the bad character? This is the bad character? 45% off the jump in? Super available. On the other side, should have the confirm. Yes,
Dance.
And Zom with the perfect confirm. This is something that you have to think about, even if you haven't played Gran in a while, the danger, you can't combo far 5L into SBA for Gran. You have to do 2L SBA. That is a wrinkle that is unique to Gran that every other Shoto doesn't have to deal with, and Zom was on top of it. Perfect confirm for a character that we have not seen him play in tournament in a very long time.
Yeah, this is a very early zombie state, but of course, you know, once you play Gran, you understand those fundamentals. You don't forget, it's like riding a bike. You can come back to this character.
And another
stay
round
tried
start
and true.
boot, also with the counter hit. Walking up with the close M.
No anti-air. See,
Yeah,
I'm really curious about this because Rose has been getting away with it time and time again, and Zombie's just...
It's the difference between the 8U versus the Turbulence. That 8U right there, you can see Lancelot appears pretty close to your head. You don't have a lot of time to 2H that. It's actually pretty difficult.
Right.
Rush down, getting out of the situation. Fireball is out. Zom tried to challenge. Nice delay on the Rekka cancel. Zom, though, busting out with the DP. Has the jump and pressure established. Going to throw towards the corner. This is a one-touch game for Gran, but again, busting out with the rush down. A little close, not punishable. And again, throwing to the corner. Got to be careful.
Nice charge, unique action there from Zombie.
Good patience by Rose. That's fine. The life lead in Zom's favor, though. Now you have to watch out. The stagger pressure. There's the turbulence. Zom recovered from the grab.
Yep. Nice gorilla in. Keep it safe. Oh,
Rush
my
out,
God.
plus frames. Oh, and the punish on the spot dodge with the EX Fireball. And Zom has turned this set around. Currently on match point with the Gran. Yeah, changing it up. EX Fireball this time. And another tick throw. These tick throws eating Rose alive right now.
Nice. EX Southern Cross out here going for the jump pressure. And again, resets for this plus frame situation. But, ooh, the close medium not going to frame trap here.
And we're in this late round situation. Zom has been setting up these tick throws so thoroughly. You have to be careful of overhead. You have to stay solid, not fall into the trap of guest teching.
Ooh, nice dash and approach here. Side swap does pay off this time here for Rose.
Activation.
Good spot dodge. Nice, confirm.
Yeah, hold your ground. Use that 5H. Using the rush down to extend the spacing. One more tap and that overdrive is gone. I'd like to see maybe just an overhead or something coming out of Rose just to tap off that little bit. Oh, and the sweep is going to do it.
DP, nice.
Rose has the slightest health lead, and there's the counter hit. This should do it.
And she can beat her, yes.
No. Didn't do the Gorilla Blade.
Okay. Has to be careful.
Rush down, and we're on match point. Both players. Rose Lockhart on the verge of sending the top seed in this tournament out.
Okay, last round here for both players.
Respectful start for both of them.
Nice.
All right, Gorilla Blade, good spacing,
Crashing.
keeping it safe. Yeah, nice clash cancel.
Okay, has to be so careful. There's the throw. Jump in for free, not able to get an anti-air punish here. And Lancelot a little weird on
a little
the
too
anti-air
high.
anyways.
That would have been a full combo if Lancelot was just a little lower. Checking with the 5L, taking the turn. EX Fireball shutting down the Rekka, and Rose going to choose to disengage.
I see it. Oh, missed the air throw.
Oh, that's it. Dead.
That is devastating. The air throw whipped entirely, allowing for Zom to get that punish.
The counter hit 5H. Rose actually tried to push a button on the landing, and Zom just had the right call with the 5H, able to link it to another one for a big damage starter, but we got to give a massive shout out to Rose Lockhart. She came through, forced Zombie to a character that none of us could. If I took game one off of Zom's Belial, I guarantee you he wouldn't pick Gran. He wouldn't he wouldn't do that to me. I mean, Rose forced Zom to really dig deep into the bag of tricks. And I have to say, on Zom's part, I'm very impressed that Gran is still in that shape. Again, the character, we're going to say fine, right? He's perfectly playable, has good damage, as you can see, but that is a difficult character to win with in this version of the game, and Zom was able to put it together.
Yeah, because Ground is so vanilla, right? It just and has not really changed since. But honestly, oh my goodness, yeah. So we do have this Belial here.
Yeah,
that
you can
whip
see
command grab that was supposed to be that DP, and honestly, this Lancelot play.
A lot of that game one, a lot of what went wrong for Zombie was trying to react to turbulence and just not having it work out. And you can see the stagger pressure again, that great confirm, the awareness that you have to do 2L directly into SBA.
Ooh, yeah, that missed
Yeah,
spot
here-
dodge too. That was pretty rough right there too. And the close heavy, like, I mean, honestly, this movement here from Rose actually was.
Oh,
really
so what did Rose get actually? There was an EX, and it looks, I think Rose tried to do turb out and got the wrong EX input. You saw that yellow flash there
Right.
that got counter hit by the 5H. Unfortunate, but still great showing. 5th place for Rose Lockhart. Zom going to move on to the loser semis, but first we're going to have Blue coming up against Lunar. Going to be Eustace against Cagliostro. Not a match that I've seen a lot of, primarily because of the rarity of Eustace.
Yes, yeah, Eustace is a few and far between. The only ones that I can think of is either Blue and I think
Spiral, of course. We gotta
Spiral,
we
there we
gotta
go,
give
there
it
we
up to
go.
the combo god Spiral.
Yes.
Will literally casually invent Eustace combos as you're playing him. I want to give a shout out, even though he's not really actively playing anymore. My favorite Eustace was actually Rico Suave.
I was just about
Rico
to say Rico
Suave
as well. Yeah,
played Eustace like Guile, and I loved
Yes,
it. It just sat on it like.
I mean, definitely check out Spiral's primer on Twitter as well for Eustace play too. So if you're curious on how to play Eustace, definitely check out Spiral Hero Z on Twitter.
I love Kag's intro.
The terrifying
Yeah,
character.
the heel turn.
Terrifying.
You know the real thing I'm upset about is I wanted Rose to win so we could put the voices back to Japanese.
Well, anyone else could do it.
Yeah, but Zombi's just gonna change it again.
Yeah, but that's the rock paper scissors for voices. Somebody do that to Zombie.
Yeah, with the slow burn round start. Blue spending
Ooh.
some timers early on, gonna get the hard knockdown, but Lunar gonna get the grab into the full combo.
I got the hula over to the corner here. Set up. Oh my god.
Yeah, the teleport.
Yeah.
Great throw bait there.
Oh,
Hard knockdown. Trap is out.
gotta hold that still.
Yeah, chip becoming an issue as well, and Blue trying to take a turn, but not gonna get away there. Lunar taking round 1 pretty quickly.
I shine brighter than any of your tricks.
All right, first round. Solid round for Lunar.
Trying to fake out with the JU. That's actually pretty dangerous. If you whiff that, a lot of characters could just do whatever their advancing
Right.
move is and punish it. Good block on the slow burn. Patient approach here from Lunar, using the spike for the knockdown. And Lunar is moving forward just enough to gain the screen space,
Oh,
but not
no.
close enough to give Blue an opportunity to mash out.
Yep, and that overextension there with a couple 2Ls from Blue.
Good tech by Blue.
And nice challenge here.
Grenade is on. Yeah, got to hold the pressure for a moment. Good jump, but not able to come down with the punish.
Nice. Slow burn there. Getting pressure in the corner, but Lunar finding a way out. Gula has the meter to get the close.
Yeah.
It doesn't even need to use it.
And I really like that Lunar was pretty non-committal on the escape attempts. They were all empty jump forward, not looking to get counter hit into a full combo. You do have
Right.
to be careful against Eustace because his 2H into EX slow burn will still give a full combo on non-counter hit.
Yeah.
But they were at spacings where 2H just didn't look like the good option. Ooh, able to get the EX fireball to hit, and that's going to take away the traps, and now Blue has an opportunity to play while that timer's
Ooh,
down.
Nice counter hit here. Okay, got the trap set up once again.
Yeah, plus frames with the explosion.
Ooh, slow burn gonna catch him.
Yeah, hard
That's hard
knockdown
to
on the
place.
sweep.
I see.
Nice confirm. Whoa!
Nice.
And again, the air teleport and the air traps, they just do something to her jump angle. And when she's falling, her buttons become so much harder to anti-air.
Trapped him once again.
Yeah, easy input zoning, baby.
Sitting
He's,
duck.
oh, I thought he was jumping into the trap. That was so scary for Blue using that follow-up.
Eustace, there are other things besides ducks to shoot at, you know? Not just sitting duck, sitting pheasant, sitting when deer, I don't know, anything else besides
Yeah,
a
there's
duck.
a lot of stuff that sits. Blue with the corner early on.
Nice
Oh, this
anti-air.
is the
Yeah,
big
this
combo I
really
was talking
good.
about. Yeah, gonna get the extension here.
Nice with the trap as well.
Yeah,
so
this will
it's set up.
guarantee some plus frames with the throw tech clearing the grenade. That was a very clutch show tech for Lunar. Lunar, though, still has to get out of the corner, and
Nice.
slow burn just shutting down everything that Lunar tries to do to escape. Great link with the
Beautiful,
far
beautiful.
5L. Close it out. Had the meter available, yeah, still able to reset the situation with the overdrive, and we're at a 1-1, and both of these games have actually been pretty one-sided in
Yeah.
either direction.
Yeah. That's the thing too, like I'm trying to adjust immediately to cancel into the game-winning kill off of a Skybound art might be difficult because you have your muscle memory committed to that
that's
combo,
a great point.
so.
Sometimes you just want to do the combo that you won't drop.
Yeah, okay, nice. All right, nice, there's the low opener, but no confirm after.
All right, the slow burn is out, so that's been a big source of trouble for Lunar here.
Ooh.
Baits out the 2H, not able to get down in time to punish, but
just like you said too, being able to adjust that jump art does make it so difficult to try to get that punish. Jump in, nice tech.
yeah, if you're Lunar, I think you should be looking just for hopefully a couple of small hits here. Try to get that overdrive out. There's one. Need two more here.
Oh,
There's two. If you can get an overhead or something, get that overdrive off the table. You're looking for it.
2L.
Yeah, great challenge, but this is going to clear the overdrive. And now Lunar is in the driver's seat. Actually, this might be dead. No!
Oh! Okay.
A bit of a drop, didn't have the teleport, but this is a one-touch situation for Lunar, but
Keep it
Blue
simple.
with the challenge on the plus or on the minus frames.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, keep it simple because we saw 2 L's there, not overcommitting, doesn't want a big counter hit situation, wants to get the damage done and be out.
And we'll see if Lunar can remain unflustered here. That was a big drop on a kill combo.
Ooh, again, that anti-air whip.
Nice, good patience. Not in time to get the traps. This time gets the counter hit overhead. Lunar with a good start to this round, has the corner position.
Nice.
Big jump in, too high to combo. Eustace a bit of a taller character. It's actually kind of common to land your jump in a bit high, so it's hard to combo
Nice
when you
rush.
land.
Ooh!
Oh, right back at you.
All right,
Big damage.
We got that corner position once again here. Good setup.
Doesn't get the conversion, but does get out of the corner.
Oh,
Great teleport.
Yeah, a little bit early there on slow burn, but that's all right. Still made it out nice.
Confirming, that's gonna do it. Blue is gonna be moving on the loser side.
Smokes.
And Blue popping off.
Rightfully deserved. Rightfully deserved.
Really clutch air-to-air confirm.
Eustace.
And this is my favorite part about this game, actually. Even though, as we mentioned, it's sort of a slower, grounded footsies game, if you are a traditional Arxis game player,
Yeah.
it has those counter-hit air-to-air confirms. If you're a BlazBlue player, if you're a Guilty Gear player,
Yeah.
the way the combo system works outside of the combo limit is very familiar. It's very comfortable for Arxis players. So great pickup on the juggle, and also great presence of mind to just go straight into the super and not overcomplicate the combo.
Yeah, absolutely. And what a beautiful confirm to end it all, too. Like, honestly, Blue, the pop-off, well-deserved. You know, go talk your talk right now because look at this.
You guys should all be glad I'm not in this. I would have been so toxic today. I would have been hella toxic.
You were already being hella toxic on the last qualifier. I saw you putting out work out there. Oh, my goodness. Yo, and honestly, like, seeing where Blue was, like, I think it was like a month ago, talking about Eustace, like, man, I'm not sure. I'm in a bit of a character crisis. I'm trying to get good. I'm like, Blue,
And just the confidence, the
Yeah.
confidence that Blue was lacking, like you said, as recently as a couple weeks ago. I don't see that hole there right now. Blue is playing very confident. Got to have a very big hill to climb for the rest, because when you're looking at the remaining 3 players other than Blue, you're looking at the generally accepted best player in North America as his first match, and then the loser of Neo Karsh versus Mad Best Killer, which we're going to see coming up next on the Heavens Final here. Going to be a 1-3 set. We're going to be seeing most likely Belial versus Jita, I think. Neo Karsh and I have sort of differing opinions on the Belial matchup. I actually believe it's not that bad for Catalina, primarily because Belial has to play in Cat's good space. And while he is better in that space than Catalina is, Catalina does not become less good at that space. Her tools that are good are still very good at it, and she's she's able to fight him. She has the buttons needed to fight him.
Yes.
Jita, though, is just a very good character. That's the only way to put it. She is just a very strong character. Yeah, sounds like they are going to do a button check here. So we currently have Jita locked in on both sides. We very well may see a Jita mirror, actually.
I mean, I feel like that's probably a safe bet for MBK. I feel like there's a lot of opportunity there for, especially how Neo Karsh reacts, to kind of handle that Belial situation. Of course, we've been here before with Neo Karsh having to go up against MBK's Belial. So that might just be the pick, right? To play the strong neutral, get the big damage, and
that said, I do think that's a big test. Challenging Neo Karsh to a Shoto off. I mean, Neokarsh is just a very experienced fighting game player, and that is one of the benefits that us grandpas, us older players have. The experience when you're playing Shotos, when you're playing a very simple character, and all you have to do is do the basics. And Neokarsh is incredible at the basics. His spacing is very good. His jump timing is very good. His fireball timings are very good.
To make matters worse, they drove here together.
Oh, this is great then. You know, no matter what happens, you're going to have a quiet car ride back, right?
It's going to be mad awkward. So, you didn't let me advance to top 8.
Yeah, and MBK, first one locked into Jita. And Neokarsh is as well, so we are going to be seeing the Jita mirror here.
Okay. Getting that set up. Wait a minute. Is that?
The boy making an appearance all the way from Chicago.
Look at that. May not be here in person, but here, always, for a Granblue bracket. Big Willie. The style's all in it right there. All right, let's get into this. It's winners finals, folks. Neokarsh and MBK, mad best killer.
Yeah, certainly a Jita mirror. Not what I would expect coming into this set, but this is a first of 3, so there is actually a lot of wiggle room for both players. If one of them thinks that the matchup is not what they were really looking to bite off, we may see a retreat back to their prior mains. But for now, curious to see what the round start's going to be. Usually, Neokarsh will be a little bit more fireball heavy than MBK. Yeah, there it is, opening with the projectile. MBK returning fire. And we're going to see a lot of this, a lot of 5M, a lot of fireball. And Jita has, one of the best tools in that far 5M. You see it right there. But I was just about to say, compared to someone like Catalina, compared to someone like Gran or Belial, she does have a little bit of trouble confirming from far with punishes. And the range you have to fight her at as herself, you can be at that range where 5M does not combo to Rekka very commonly.
Because the pressure, another EX fireball there. Ooh.
Yeah, using the 5U, not a commonly used move. MBK with a big hit here, gonna get the chart. Oh, actually gonna go straight into the DP. A little bit too high to get the extension. Does know the safe jump from it though. And that should close it out. MBK gonna be taking round 1.
Pretty strong back and forth between the two. This is a voice I almost never hear. All right, nice. Got to hold this situation here. Good set.
Yeah,
wow.
Great use of the medium uppercut there.
Rekka is off the board here. A little charge, and what a whip punish right here. Just a challenge in the neutral for MBK. Hold his corner once again. Okay, good 5U.
Yeah, and this is universal for any of the Shoto versus Shoto matchups. Cat versus Gran, Gran versus Jita, Jita versus Cat, whoever. Once you have the corner, you are at such a monumental advantage as a Shoto against a Shoto because their tools of getting out of the corner a little more risky. Usually they have to rely on that JU or they have to rely on running up and pressing a button, and all of them will whiff punish you into 1 billion damage if you get hit with the EX in the corner.
Absolutely. Jita is definitely one of those scary characters because of that very fact of just the damage output is insane.
Yeah, the damage output and the timer cycling, the way she's able to construct her combos so that by the time she finishes it and gets the knockdown, if you get hit by the ensuing mix-up, all of her timers are going to be back up and she gets the same combo.
Whoa.
Yeah, doesn't get the second Rekka out. MBK, a little bit of a miscue there. In a dangerous position, rush down, going to be plus.
That's actually a very good decision right there, especially too, if there was a DP follow-up to try to win the clash. Rush would have gone right through.
Oh, clashes both directions with the spot dodge, not the answer there. Luckily for MBK, it was outside of wall bounce range.
Okay. Oh, good spot dodge. It's now MBK's turn here.
Good punish. Didn't commit to the EX Rekka, but that timer is available.
Good spot dodge. Wow.
Rush down. This should be the full carry. Just shy of the bounce. Oh, put himself in the corner. This is dangerous. Overhead, minus frames. Neokarsh choosing to disengage.
Nice. There we go. There we go.
Anyone's round right now. Oh, no. Missed the counter hit confirm. Was looking for a 2M there, maybe.
Okay, got a rush through.
And another check with the 5M. You have to be careful. Soft knockdown, you can consider soft knockdown to have gotten significantly nerfed in this version of the game because they made quick rise and back rise the same frames. It used to be that back rise was a little bit slower, and something that you lost for the extra space was that you didn't wake up as quickly, and now they made it the same so that you can't chase a soft knockdown like that. Swinging that 5H, looking for maybe a confirm into medium Rekka there.
Yep. So Rekka follow up here, just keep that pressure going.
Yeah,
good roll and perfect spacing right there.
Good job not committing to a button in the air, not eating that counter hit 2H. Gonna get the tick throw here. Oh, let it rip.
Yeah, you could definitely count on MBK.
Oh, that's punishable. Yes, too close. I don't think Fireball is the input that MBK was looking for there. Nice punish out of the corner. No reversal available at the moment for MBK.
Swing EX.
Yeah, too far for that punish. Oh, no. Is he going to go straight into SVA? Yes. This actually is a hella damage SVA if you do the real input. This very well may kill. If not, is going to give a safe jump afterwards. Yeah, it's enough. One of the highest damage regular SBAs in the game, if not the actual. I think it's the highest non-command grab SBA in the game.
Jeez. Yeah. Swing. Hold these.
Yeah, good navigation of the fireballs. Good whip punish with the 5M though.
Charge up 5U, nice! Oh, no confirm, that is so unfortunate. Too
Yeah,
far
and
away.
the punish.
Nice DP, really brave stuff here from NeoKarsh. Okay, nice charge.
Yeah, another great reaction with the medium DP. Just trying to rush out, spend a meter to get out of the corner with plus frames, but good check. MBK gonna get the sweep into the wall bounce. Now a one-touch scenario for MBK. We're going to see if NeoKarsh again spends maybe a raw rush just to get out of the corner. MBK going to spend it first, trying to reestablish the plus frames.
Okay, nice.
There's a confirm. Going to spend the EX Rekka. I would have maybe liked to see EX Fireball cancel there to get the hard knockdown and still have the Rekka available here in the corner, but did have a whole lot of corner carry and a great whip punish.
God. All right, still needs one more. The overhead does get blocked. Whiff throw.
Yeah. MBK bailing out. MBK got to be careful giving NeoKarsh meter here. Rushdown is available now, but the jump anti-aired. Good call out that it was going to be an empty jump because Far 5M would have lost to like a jump H there, but NeoKarsh trying to be respectful and just gain some ground.
And frankly, good call from MBK to commit to going Fireball in that situation because he called out that rush about to be the next option to try to get out of the corner. Would have been shut down by that Fireball. So it's that imminent threat of just, hey, I'm not going to let you just get out of here for free.
All right, good trade for MBK, maintaining the corner.
Really
swinging Far 5Ms at each other.
Go.
Yeah, that is. We were talking about that the other day. Imagine being in the position of someone like Tororo, and all you have to do to win the tournament is not get hit by Vegeta 5M. Good luck.
Oh, nice 2M right there.
Good block on the cross up. Back shifts out of the situation. We're starting to see some new strategies open up with the meter usage, but now NeoKarsh kind of starved on meter, and MBK sitting on 100, and he's using 50 just to establish some plus frames here.
Oh, nice swing, but no confirm. Too far away for that one.
Yeah, actually, honestly, good recognition that it was too far and didn't spend the Rekka, but is going to run into 2M into the rushdown, and that's going to close out game 2. And MBK with the 2-0 lead. NeoKarsh, I think, is going to stick it out in the rematch here. Does have the, he is going back to character select, but Catalina Vegeta, it's a viable matchup, but it's certainly hard. It maybe could be worth it just so you're not trying to claim the exact same space with the exact same tools, which can be the biggest challenge of a mirror match sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, this neutral game from Neo is definitely going to be the key factor here. I mean, despite one blunder from MBK that gave NeoKarsh a solid round, still ever stoic, unfazed, and these reactions, the timing, like NeoKarsh is spacing perfectly. It's just still, for some reason, and what's terrifying about MBK, unconditionable. Like, there's no fear because they don't really respect a lot of that approach from their opponents. So,
yeah, very clutch decisions on when to challenge by MBK.
Yes.
And that's the thing is, like, you can... The difference between being a masher and being informed challenges is being right?
Yes.
And MBK is right more than he's wrong, so he's doing informed challenges.
It works. It works, though. You can't complain about it. Man, I can't believe you're just DPing here at this
Yeah,
point.
well,
no, there's a
right.
gap here.
Yeah.
MBK knows these are calculated. You can look over here. Look, we're not mashing out on the ability here. We're not churning the butter out here. It is literally a precision DP out of that challenge.
All right, Neokarsh did elect to come back in with the mirror. Potentially the last game of this winner's final. Good start for Neokarsh, though. Going to get the sweep into the hard knockdown. Yeah, starting to scout those DPs a little bit more.
There it is. In the corner of the EX Rekka.
Oh, that's punishable. No, he let it rip. It is a lower bounce like that. Woo, great anti-air. On the counter poke. Neokarsh backed out of the spacing of his 2M just a little too far, and MBK able to whip punish with his own. Almost full meter on both sides. MBK the first to 100. Gonna spend 50 here on the rush down. 5H, DP.
Yep. Oh, the dance.
Yeah, no one wants to commit to anything.
Yeah. First to pull the trigger is Neokarsh here, but the challenge back from MBK. Trying to hold the lead, plus frames. Okay, solid confirm. Plenty of
Good recognition of his timers as well. Did not autopilot into the fireball route, went with the DP, and it's enough to close it out.
Okay, round 2, last shot here for Neokarsh to try to make something happen.
Yeah, right now he's on the back foot.
Nice. Oh my
and
God.
I was gonna bring that up earlier. Neokarsh actually really consistently was choosing to dodge, and that's very dangerous against that charge fireball because she can move forward and punish you for it.
And MBK has really been catching on because about every type of fireball situation, Neokarsh has been, like you say, doing that spot dodge, and we're starting to see more and more
that
MBK
said, MBK
challenge on
commits
tops.
to the exact same thing and also gets punished for it.
Yeah.
All right, Neokarsh, another throw. Timers are up, one touch scenario, another throw. Good patience by MBK. Neokarsh with the slightest life lead, it might be even now. MBK with a significant meter lead. This might do it, actually.
It should.
Just shy.
Yes.
He has to activate, or chip's gonna happen.
Yeah, I mean,
There-
you see the patience, too, because look, we're...
In the rush down. But now there's no protection from Chip. He has to be correct.
Oh!
Neokarsh with the clutch interruption. If the second wave of the DP, if that second string of hits would have come out, he would have lost to Chip, but he was able to squeeze that close 5H in, and Neokarsh barely staying alive in this set.
Okay.
Can that be the turning point of the momentum? Is that what Neokarsh needed?
I mean, nice spot dodge right there on the Rekka. Another one there. So careful here, too, but Neokarsh has a footing here in this set. Committed.
And MBK misses the punish.
Yep, challenge, nice. Nice
Rush
confirm
down.
with the rush here.
This is
Carries
gonna be the corner.
with the, yes, the wall splat right there. Gonna be able to extend.
Yeah, choosing to take the soft knockdown.
It jumps to M. Oh, yeah, that rush allowing you to run right through that button for Neokarsh here.
Yeah,
Good throw.
this time you see, though, Neokarsh chose to just block the EX Fireball. Was in a bit better situation for it. Hard knockdown. Neokarsh, not a lot of options available. Had the link, didn't believe in it, and dial out the Rekka. Neokarsh tried to move in the middle of the block string. It runs into the EX Rekka, and that's going to send Neokarsh down to hell in the loser's side.
You're going to hell.
MBK with the commanding spot in the winner's side of Grand Finals.
Yes. Wow. I mean, what a set, too. And again, as we can see that the confidence of MBK, there's no chips in the armor at all, despite, that spot dodge through the EX DP.
Yeah.
Like, we saw MBK reel back in their chair,
Yeah,
but then
I mean,
right back
it
into
was
game mode, just like, yeah.
Sometimes you got to be like, yeah, that was sick,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely.
Like, sometimes
Hands
you just got to
down.
admit the other person made a really good play. But MBK, as you mentioned, staying solid. Going to be moving on. We're going to move back down to the loser side. First,
Right.
we're going to have our loser semifinal. This is going to be our last first to two of this top 8. And it's going to be
my goodness.
Blue versus Zombie. Blue...
Let's go, Blue.
Yeah.
Let's go, Blue.
Whatever happens here, this is all gravy for Blue. Blue is playing with house money. Blue is having weekend of his life right
Yeah.
now. But you know that he doesn't want it to end here. and the confidence has just been building and building as this top 8 goes on. So if he can manage to take down Zombie, who knows what his ceiling is going to be for the remainder of the day.
Sheesh. I mean, it's a tall order. First, you got to go through Zombie. Then you got to go Neokarsh. And then finally MBK.
Yeah, and not just by the placements of where we are, but I think if we were looking at the actual seeds, you know, with the exception of Buskar Luz, who was unable to make it, those are arguably the 3 best players in this tournament at the beginning of the tournament. You know, Shubu, of course, would have to, his name would have to be in that pot as well.
Yes.
But Blue standing up there with these titans of the North American Granblue community right now.
Yeah, I don't know what training regimen that Blue has been following, but it's definitely paid off in spades here. Definitely a position to be proud of this weekend for sure.
Curious to see what the pick is going to be. We may see the return to the Cagliostro for Zombie. That said, we did see Cagliostro taken out. Lunar's Cags was already taken out by Blue, and right now, not sure if we're going to have a button check, but currently we are locked into Belial on Zombie Moo's side.
And we did get our button set up here, and no fist bump, so it's got to be a button check here, these 2 players.
Yeah, Blue doesn't have the headphones on yet.
Those Astros.
I do think we are going to see this Belial pick from Zombie, though. I actually would be surprised if he usually doesn't do the button check okie doke.
Yeah. Belial will be a really solid pick against Eustace, I feel like. I guess the scare, though, is the charge abilities on top of that, but honestly, the types of frame traps and safety and that pressure from Belial in block strings, you're going to be okay.
Zombie utilizing the button check there. I know we couldn't see it on screen, but he actually 5U'd a projectile just to sort of say, I think, before we go into just to say, hey, I got this, right? And we're going to see what does Blue do with that information. Oh, and Zombie actually does pull the okie doke. Switches down to the Cagliostro. A little bit of mind games here.
Oh, boy. Got to change the music here. Look, Blue was in the zone, had the headset on, and Zombie forces, look, villain Zombie
Zombie also just asked for English voices and also forcing us onto the net play stage when we're offline. This is the true villain of the Granblue community.
Look at this. This individual right here. Community leader? All right, wait a minute.
Can't keep letting him get away with this. Let's go, Blue. And as mentioned, this is a 1st to 2. So we'll see. Whoever can take the first game going to have a very large advantage here. Already a big punish, navigating past the slow burn. Going to get the corner. Nice side switch to retain the positioning.
All right, nice. Check in this corner here.
This is going to be hard for Blue. He's going to have to be very careful. The stagger pressure from Zombie very tight. There's not a lot of real opportunity to mash out. And there's the 2M whip punish. And just spacing with that 5H and a good confirm.
Don't psych yourself out here, Blue. You still got a shot.
Perfect doesn't count for another round. You know, it's the same result as any other round loss. So you're still in this game.
Okay, nice.
Not quite there in time for the air blockable, but yeah, great call out. And that is something that nobody else has been doing to Blue so far in this top 8. You can get a guaranteed punish against the jump back if you call it out with just a forward jump.
Yep. Hey, trap set up as well.
Gotta be careful of the throws. Very dangerous situation.
Hey.
Both traps and Zombie with a dominant game 1 with the Cags.
Jeez, perfect, and then just one interaction.
Yet another
from
example
Blue.
of villain Zombie. He didn't let existence get to the hype part. Will this man let me have nothing?
Zilla and Vasaraga might as well be playing with sticks.
This is great information, though. You know, it's really interesting to see like how much information is available in Granblue if you've ever explored it. Like
that you only really see if you're mashing R1 because you're like.
But you know, too, like for anybody just getting into Granblue, if you look through the command list, they show you a video example of all the moves that are in there as well.
I also want to shout out the actual replay menu. Not only giving you access to your own replays and replays of characters that you follow, but it also give you recommendations of replays to watch of your main against characters. Often characters that if you're having trouble with a matchup, you can use the recommended replays and find some videos of other people fighting that matchup and maybe get some ideas of how you want to approach it.
Yeah.
But Blue might have ideas of how he wants to approach this game too. After taking a little bit of a moment back at character select, we're going to be going back in here. We'll see what he has, because Zombie was looking very strong in that game 1.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Okay.
Blue actually changing to the Eustace theme, so the game outside the game is definitely a factor on both sides, but these tick throws already adding up. Slow burn to buy some space, but clutch jump in by Zom. Not able to get the full confirm, but still has the air trap holding down the space. Blue, though, able to work his way out of the corner. Oh, no, just kind of walked backwards into the trap. Just got caught not blocking, maybe expecting the teleport early.
Good rush.
Okay, good escapes.
Nice.
Great chase.
Really
Anti-air confirm,
smart.
yes, and he can get more off of this. Yeah, hard knockdown. Didn't get the rest of the link, but honestly, it's fine because the EX move was the last one that made contact. All EX moves are hard knockdowns.
Okay. Good defense and really good patience, honestly, because you don't need to overcommit. You have that life lead. Zombie has to make the move out of the corner.
Oh, big jump in. No, but
Okay,
Zombie,
okay.
yeah, misses his cancel. And we've seen that a couple times today, actually.
No!
Chip starting to
There
add
we
up, and
go.
yeah, Zom trying to move. And we have seen specifically on the super cancels, that's actually the second time that Zom has, had the hit that he needed and just missed the super.
Yeah.
And it goes to show you, you can be the best player at a game. Nobody is infallible. That's why you have to keep your confidence up and keep in the game. Humans still play this game at the end of the day, and humans make mistakes.
All right, throw position here. Zombie. Nice challenge.
That's
but no
punishable range, but
confirm.
Zom
There we go, there we
a
go.
little bit late. That was good recognition of the spacing. That was actually a punish, but Zom just a tiny bit late on it.
Okay, good blocks.
The stagger pressure, though, opening it up. Hard knockdown with the 214H.
Ooh,
Too far
nice
for the
back
grab?
throw.
Yes.
Actually, that's a really smart decision right there. Nice spot dodge to avoid the bomb here.
Oh, that's going to be a punish. Oh, no. Zom was already committed to a button. Didn't have the 214H on deck.
Oh,
Teleports
no.
out, though, and get the punish. And we are on match point. Zombie, this is a 1-2 again. Blue, though, looking focused, not looking deterred. What's the round start? Chasing. Great teleport past the projectiles, has the corner immediately.
Slow burn attempt, try to knock things out, removes the traps off the field, but unable to get out of this corner. Good air to air.
Yeah, and even if you don't get that confirmed, just getting the space back to
Yes.
mid-screen is worth it, but didn't get his anti-air.
Oh, dear.
Chases the back shift. Zom in the corner. Dangerous. This might actually be it with the SVA. I do believe that's going to be the end of this. And Zombie moving on to the losers finals. But
Yes.
Blue, big shout outs to Blue. Great showing for him this weekend. 4th place. You always want more, but if you're Blue, you got to be incredibly happy with this 4th place placement.
This was a great showing for Blue. Great showing for Eustace, no less, too. Like,
Yeah, a
that's-
character that we don't see very often.
So I'm really happy to see that character, one of the newer characters added to the game as well, too, outside of Avatar, Belial, and Vera as well. So, yeah, it's one of those characters I feel like when it came out, it was pretty early on, kind of like moved to the side, and then you had your character specials like Rico Suave that would really stick with it. But to see Blue put in that work, always an advocate for Eustace.
Yeah.
And same thing from Spiral, right? Of just seeing that growth over time. So here's a look at our bracket here. We are in Hell's Final. Neo Karsh up against, Michael Jordan up against Zombie.
Yeah, when the
out
Gene
here.
is out, it does have to be Michael Jordan with the DJ, yes. Also, we do want to throw back to the, one of the first majors for Granblue Fantasy Versus after the pandemic. Of course, everyone knows the timing that this game came out was the worst possible timing for an offline competitive scene. But when we got back to that CEO, the person who put Zombie into losers, now granted this was a much different version of the game back then, but it was Neo Karsh. Neo Karsh was the first person to take down Zombie in tournament. So we'll see what's going to happen here. Very curious to see what we're going to see on the character selection, because that was with Catalina, but that was a different game ago.
Yes, exactly. These
And
new
right
mechanics
now,
are...
this is definitely a button check, because I
okay.
see Bubs and Matera on the screen. Nobody wants to give nobody wants to show their hand early on what character they're looking to pick, because we did see, actually, I don't know if Neo Karsh caught it, but Zombie was hovering over Percival for a moment. He had been playing Percival for a good amount recently as well. Percival, I think, has a pretty favorable matchup against both Jita and Catalina.
Yeah.
For different reasons. I think Catalina can play the mid-range with Percival, but Percival's offense is just much better than Catalina's. And Jita, while she can hang with the same amount of offense, she doesn't have those far whiff punishes that Catalina has access to. A lot of times has to take a smaller combo just because she can't, you know, whiff punish a far 5H or a far 5M with the full combo she'd want.
Yeah.
All right, so buttons are checked. Gonna head back to character select and see what the players are willing to bet their tournament life on here in the loser's bracket.
That sounds so horrifying. But you're right, though. This is the last shot here. One person is going to walk home.
Yeah,
and third place.
Neokarsh slid over to the Jita immediately. Hasn't locked in yet, but hovering over it at the moment.
Yes. Oh, it took off the weights. Unfortunately, Neokarsh is definitely walking home this weekend, taking down. Or no, actually, no, MBK.
Yeah,
MBK is still there.
Yeah, that's the question.
No, okay.
We know they drove together. The question is who drove.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I would definitely, if I'm Neokarsh and I drove, when it's time to leave with MBK, I'd be like, yo, yeah, you know gas money is like 4 times what it was when we got here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Mysteriously. Yeah, I'm going to need $200.
The economy is just in shambles.
But we do see Cagliostro on Zombie Moo's side and Catalina on the side, the signature Catalina for Neokarsh here. This matchup, not the worst. It's difficult for Catalina once the traps get down, and she has that very stubby 2L. Catalina actually, after they made the change where you have to use actual lows to clear the traps for Cagliostro, this matchup became significantly harder for Catalina because she has arguably the worst low in the game with that 2L, that very stubby 2L. A difficult time clearing traps. She does have some tricks she can use. You can react a lot of times to the spike with light wall and let it rip immediately. You armor the spike, punish it, and it clears the traps because of the punish. Also, I mentioned this earlier with one of the other matches, but you need to be really disruptive with light thrust in order to shut down the trap placement. But in turn, you need to be very careful with your spacing on light thrust because it is -10. It is a very punishable move. And Neokarsh is going to have to really ride that line. Spacing, though, is one of the things that he's very good at.
Yes.
Neokarsh taking his time, trying to get the traps down. There they are in the air.
Okay,
Neokarsh just moving forward. Yes, getting out of the situation, and this is going to be a good knockdown here. Does just the light DP for the air reset.
Yeah, good light wall. Gets out of dodge
Yeah,
here.
EX thrust is up, so I'm going to have to be careful moving forward here. Neokarsh harassing with the light wall.
And great patience here from Zombie, recognizing, you know, the danger of the situation.
And there's the big whip punish. Oh, misses the close 5L. Cagliostro was a little bit high up. Usually want to let them fall just a tiny bit before you do the 2H. And a big check, and round 1 rather, going to Neokarsh here.
Good stuff.
And this is just pure fundies out of Neokarsh, just making the right decision on when to run up, on when to challenge, getting a clutch whip punish in the corner for a lot of damage.
Okay, nice spot dodge through the fireball here.
Catalina having to play this slower game. Now we're getting the good part of existence. Let's go.
Yeah, good backdash, actually.
Yeah, good reactions to the spike. When you're looking at Cagliostro, you can see she looks into the book when she pulls out the spike, and you can react to the spike if you're looking at her rather than at the middle of the screen.
Yeah, that's such an important note. A lot of zoning type characters, they do have those types of animations, so it's easier to react at full
The wall bounce. All right, we're seeing some big damage come out close 5L. Doesn't end in the DP, just going to take the air reset, move up, and Neokarsh in a very dominant position right now. Trying to challenge, close 5M with a reach, but the 2M just too far. Teleport, same side, great block. Ooh. Zom forced to activate. Neokarsh has taken a good chunk of damage, so if Zom gets a solid hit, he can definitely finish this. 2H to clear the traps, though. And again, Neokarsh in the position.
That'll do.
Game 1 going to Neokarsh.
Solid play here from Neokarsh.
And I make the joke a lot about, you know, ever since that first CEO, you know, I'm usually the one shit posting with like Zombie has a cat issue. And I'm usually joking around because when I fight him, he definitely seems to know the matchup pretty well. But Neokarsh is just such an experienced all-around fighting game player. It's very difficult to control spacing around him because he knows where he needs to be standing. He knows when to approach and when to back out. And we're going to see the change to the Belial here. I feel like there's a very obvious strength level difference between these two characters. Belial is a much better all-around character than Catalina
Hands
is,
down, hands
but
down.
I don't think this head-to-head matchup is that bad. I think Catalina can fight Belial
Really?
well. She can punish a lot of things that a lot of characters can't. Zombie is going to have to be careful with placing his 2-1-4 Ls. Catalina can get a far 5L punish into either EX thrust or rushdown. So you're going to have to be careful. On the other hand, Neokarsh was a little bit fireball heavy in against that Cagliostro. He's going to have to be careful with that fireball against, and that right there, the key in this matchup is Catalina loses to every sweep in the game. Sweeps destroy her normals, and Belial has arguably the best sweep in the game. One of the top 3 for sure.
Spot dodge here. Nice challenge.
Fortunate
The thrust
trade.
does find its way.
And you can see Zombie just running up with the sweep, trying to find that trade with the normals.
Ooh.
Great anti-air with the far 5H.
Gonna hold this range here. And yeah, again, like you're saying, that sweep coming out, try to get that whip punish.
Yeah, or even the trade with the fireball is
Right.
very favorable.
Oh,
Oh, he dodged too early, and that's going to be the round. Super, yes. Kind of a rare mistake for Zombie, a little too early on that spot dodge. That's why I don't like the spot dodge option. When you see a Catalina misconfirm and they start charging the light wall, you're much better off doing a neutral jump, coming down with a heavy button or something.
Okay. 2M. Here, those plus frames here.
Yeah,
Put
gets
back
the
into
sweep.
the corner.
Oh, misconfirm here. Gonna have a hard knockdown mid-screen. Stagger pressure. Patience from
Nice.
Neokarsh, finally choosing to bust out with the light TP. Almost had the whip punish on the sweep. Very difficult button to punish this cat, though.
Ooh, EX, pinwheel. Got the challenge, but look, Neokarsh with a substantial life in it. As soon as I say it, it disappears in the clutches of Belial.
Run up grab.
Oh my
Good
goodness.
pressure. Hard knockdown. Moving towards the corner. Rush down available. Zombie move with the bell. Gonna have to be very careful here.
Ooh. Chip off the table here.
Neokarsh just engaging, backing off with the jump back. Gonna spend some meter for the plus frames here. But
Oh,
great reaction to the
yes.
fireball. Zom tying up the round count here in game 2. And this is the hard part for Catalina. She has no true block strings into her safe, her plus options. There's always a gap. You have to be very deliberate with this character. It's not that she's not strong. She has the damage. She has some great normals. But you just have to be very precise with this character compared to everyone else because everything is punishable.
Okay, EX DP.
And you can see there, earlier, Neokarsh actually had the far 5H anti-air against Belial Jump H, but I do think that was a bit of a fluke. Belial Jump H very good at handling her anti-air options. Nice counter poke though into the rush down. Gonna spin the thrust for the hard knockdown. Whiffs the fake meaty into the grab, but a big challenge here from Zombie.
Nice. Okay, got the cross up. The good blocks though. Nice challenge with the 2M.
And that's gonna do it. Oh no!
No, not close enough, not close enough.
Yeah, I thought that was gonna get the wall bounce, but just shy. Zombie trying to see if he can find an opportunity to activate.
Oh, no.
Maybe jumps
Oh my
out.
God.
A little too far for the punish. Ooh, big
on.
read. Oh, nobody missed the punish.
Yeah, well, you definitely hold out on that one there, but
Yeah,
the
but
chip
the
comes
chip-
through. Neokarsh up 2-0 against Zombie right now.
That's enough.
Yeah, unfortunate situation for Zombie. Even though the punish was missed, he had to make a decision to take his turn immediately. Honestly, his only way out of that situation is he would have had to be mashing DP immediately after that super. That would have been the only way out. As soon as he was placed into that block string, the chip was imminent.
Yeah.
Auto combo into EX Fireball is a true block string for Catalina. You can't do anything about that.
Okay, taking a moment here. Still hovering. No,
I do think we're going back into the Belial. The only other honestly, the only other pick I might see Zombie go for is maybe the Percival, but I don't know
Right.
if he believes in his Percival like that.
I guess it does.
All right, I'm feeling pretty smart right now. We are going to see the Percival matchup. This is a matchup that has changed a lot as this
Oh my
game has gone on.
gosh, yeah.
This matchup at launch was incredibly Catalina favored because Far 5M was -7. It was punishable by Catalina 2M. They, over the course of this game, have made Catalina more weak offensively and Percival more safe. And those are the keys. Catalina is in a position where she cannot really hit you unless you mess up. And people do mess up, so she does get her opportunity to play. But Percival, everything is so safe, and he has such a range advantage. And once he gets the knockdown, his offensive pressure is so much better than hers. I like this pick a lot for Zom coming out. This is definitely a hard matchup for Catalina.
Hey. Oh,
using light wall though, getting the knockdown. And these counter pokes are working really well right now for Neokarsh.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Like you mentioned that if you mess up, that's the big opportunity for Catalina too. And I feel like that's the style. She's very much like a Sam Show character almost.
Yes. She is a punish character. Yeah. She's arguably the best character at the game. Having that far-reaching 7 frame, having her far 5L, a very far-reaching 6 frame. But right now in the corner, gonna get the command grab, misses the link though. That can be a little bit tricky if you're going for the heavier buttons. Oh, and the JU,
up, yes,
the Shoto JU, but also a drop in the same, that cursed corner. Both players dropping combos in it. You can see, look at everyone already laid out in that corner. You could have looked behind you and known you shouldn't mess around over there.
It's the sunlight. Don't go in the sun. Clearly. Gotta stay indoors, play video
Great
games. Nice.
whiff punish.
No!
Oh, no!
Again.
What happened there?
It was just too far.
I think it was actually a late cancel.
Okay, late tech.
Yeah, aggressive run up here. Oh, caught the backdash. No cancel though.
Be so careful, rush.
Oh, that barely made contact.
Oh my
and the
God!
bait with the light wall. The light wall only having 1 hit of armor, a multi-hitting move like that DP will go straight through it. But the instant backdash, he flashed his shield just long enough to say, hey, you want to do something? And then he backed off.
Yeah, really smart decision from Neokarsh here.
And it is match point for Neokarsh. This is Zombie Moose tournament life on the line right now. Stagger pressure using his lights.
Nice spot dodge.
Yeah, that gets rid of the fireball timer. That's going to eliminate some options for plus frames. And right now, everything is working for Neokarsh. Counter hit confirmed. This is a one-touch match right now.
Okay, nice. Chase down.
Back throw. Going to get the positioning switch. Good patience from Neokarsh.
Yeah.
No button on the ground. So it wasn't a counter hit. He has the opportunity to live again, and that's going to do it. And it's official. Zombie Boo has a cat problem.
This is such an unbelievable victory right now for Neokarsh. I mean, I say unbelievable, but look, the work. Let's go, Neokarsh. Let's go. Honestly, you took down Zombie, the champ.
Everyone's hyped except for me because he's going to get cat nerfed.
Second time doing it.
He's going to get cat nerfed. You can't be doing this on the stream. I did all my cooking off stream. I was very deliberate about that. I didn't do any of this stuff on stream because I know they're going to put her back in jail. She's out on parole with Rushdown. She's finally allowed to play after 18 months. You can't do it, man. You got to report to your PO. You got to keep it low. Keep your head down.
You know, don't want to look in, side games like, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, they're like, wow, what did we do? What did we make this character with Rushdown?
That's crazy.
We are going to move to our grand finals, and we're going to have a rematch. Neokarsh put into losers by MBK, and this is going to be the big question to me. The cat's cooking. Are we going to see this Catalina pick against MBK? And if we do, are we going to see Jita from MBK or the Belial?
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting call here. I feel like, we are on fire with Catalina, right? The way that Neokarsh is playing right now, I think that's a solid pick because you're going for your counter hits. You're trying to watch
and specifically the way he's playing with the dash 5Ms, those checks. That's actually very good against Belial Fireball. You can catch Belial Fireball with dash far 5M as Catalina very consistently. It's much easier to hit confirm on counter hit, even if you're doing a single hit confirm straight into thrust.
Yes.
So we are going to have a button check first.
Unbelievable. Grand finals. MBK on winner's side, Neokarsh on losers, and I can't. It's crazy. Zombie taking third today. All right.
That said, we should give a shout out to Zombie for turning around a pool's loss. I mean, he lost before top 16 and did run it all the way back in losers to third place. So still a fantastic run for him in this tournament. Still one of the best players in North America, pillar of the Granblue community.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Pillar of the Granblue community, not just in North America. Ran a tournament the other week for the South American scene. So we'll see him again, of course. But first, you're going to see the end of this tournament. You can hear the character select in the background. What do we have on deck? There's the Jita, and the
Catalina.
Catalina is locked in.
Business as usual for Neokarsh out here.
Yeah, and I will say, similar to the Belial matchup, Jita is obviously a better character than Catalina, but universally in Shoto versus Shoto in this game, honestly, the matchup is just who gets the corner first. Whoever has the corner automatically has such a dominant position in the matchup. It's so difficult to get out of the corner as a Shoto against a Shoto because you don't have air stalls available. You don't have an option to really defeat those Shoto 2Hs, which lead to a billion damage.
Yeah. Oh,
Believe in victory.
this is nerve-wracking. Here we go. Game 1, Grand Finals for Granblue Fantasy Versus.
Yeah. Neokarsh showing the fireball. He's going to have to be very careful with that fireball. MBK had already shown in earlier set that he can react to the fireballs with the medium DP, and Jita medium DP will hit Catalina fireball from like half screen. Catalina with that far extended hurt box, but there's a great whip punish.
Ooh, good flash. Goes for spot dodge.
Yeah,
but look,
dodge
you
isn't
commit
the
to
answer
EX
there.
Rekka.
Yeah, too many active frames. Another good check though. Gonna get the hard knockdown. Should get the side switch here. Crouch confirmed, but thrust not
Okay.
available. Didn't spend the rush down, does have it available now. Gonna spend it for plus frames. Very rare +4 for Catalina. That's not a situation you have to deal with previously when you're fighting her.
Yeah, we'll take that trade too. Has the life lead right now.
Yeah, looking for that punish on the Rekka. And right now, he's probably just doing 5M rush down, just looking. You can buffer safely.
What?
That's such a big difference maker for Catalina, being able to do
no.
a buffer and not be punishable.
Yeah, but unfortunately ran
Oh,
into
good
these
extension.
buttons from
Yeah.
MVP.
Oh, no, the combo limit.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
And look, Neokarsh thought they were dead in that situation, guaranteed, and that's why we got hit by the 2 Ls.
2. Engage.
Yeah, it is possible for the EXDP to run into combo limit partway through between the two waves.
Yep.
She is still plus, and it is still a hard knockdown, though, as you saw.
Right.
Yeah, trying to counter poke against these fireballs. You can see there, though, the big difference between these two fireballs. Catalina extends her hurt box very far out during the startup of her fireball, and Jita does not.
No challenge quite yet here. There's a thrust.
Yeah, good
Trying to cut
spacing,
off
but
the fireball.
again, you can see that there's no hurt box extended on the fireball, and the Catalina pokes are just getting punished by it.
Goodness. All right. Tough corner situation here for Neokarsh.
Yeah, just using the rush down for plus frames. I like that. Unfortunately, not able to build enough space to really compete with the corner carry of Jita because that third Rekka rep, adding the wall bounce to the third Rekka rep back in 2.7 was such a big buff for Jita because it extended her wall bounce range, her corner carry range so much.
Yeah.
And then rush down further extended it.
Fireball war here. Nice roll through from MBK.
Threatening with the light wall. Very dangerous to use against Jita because of those multi-hit Rekkas. And every trade going against Neokarsh right now. That's going to be a combo. Yes, good confirm off of the level 1 light wall charge.
The fireballs. Once again, DP. Nice reactions here from MBK. Carries over to the corner with the EX. Oh my goodness. This damage. Good shimmy here from MBK. Try to get the reactions, and Neokarsh just not biting that 2M attempt though. There we go. Confirm with rush.
Yeah, and great routing there. No Rekka available. Went straight into the fireball to guarantee the juggle afterwards.
Battle 2. Engage.
All right, next round here. MBK still running away with it here. Honestly, it's like a damage output there because yes, it's a death by 1,000 cuts in the hands of Neokarsh here, but MBK just needs a couple good swings, and it just that momentum just completely gets removed.
Yeah, and Catalina's certainly capable of that damage as well, but the corner carry is just not just the corner carry, but it's the fact that the damage enabling moves for Jita are safe on block.
Exactly. Good throw. Committed.
That's it. Oh no, yeah, you gotta use 2M there.
Jeez.
Oh no, looks like easy input. So didn't get the full thing, but still able to bust out of the corner. That was pretty expensive on MBK's part, and now Neokarsh has both the life and a slight meter advantage. Has to be careful against these charged fireballs, though.
Oh no. Just.
Yeah, lost the. Oh, great anti-air. A little bit too far. Baits out the DP. Game 2 going to MBK.
Neokarsh has been losing these fireball wars time and time again, just running into a lot of these hits.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I'm a Catalina up player for the most part. Catalina has one of the worst fireballs in the game for free,
Right.
if not the actual worst fireball in the game.
Yeah.
It extends a hurt box to the tip of her sword.
Yeah.
It's like throwing out Percival 5H as a projectile.
Exactly. And that's the thing, too, of like we want to challenge with Fireball, where we saw the startup there, but then immediately got shut down. So we're trying to make that forward approach. I almost feel like we're trying to go for a forward roll just to get through, but
yeah, but then the
MBK
charged Fireball comes out from
Exactly.
Jita, and that the difference between you'll get hit either way. If you're wrong about a charged Fireball and you try to dodge it or roll it, you will get punished either way. But if you roll, you move into the range that Jita can now also combo a Far 5M off of that Fireball launch.
Exactly. All right, so last shot here for Neokarsh to kind of turn the tide.
Yeah. Gonna get into this game 3 here. And sticking with Catalina,
Wow,
and because
okay.
it is 2-0, Neokarsh will not have an opportunity unless he can 3-0 MBK here and force a reset. Then he would have an opportunity to change characters if he so wanted to.
Exactly.
But he is locked in, at least for this first set, to Catalina for the remainder of it.
One. Engage.
The fireballs there, nice spot dodge. Nice. Finding our approach here using light wall, but
Good
the
whip punish,
again.
yeah. Didn't get the second rep of the Rekka. Fortunate. Ooh, that actually could have been a punish. That was a very close 2M. 2M at -5 on block. If he would have been mashing 5L there, it would have been a punish.
Nice fireball. Charge.
Yep, plus frames. Oh, and a big call out with the 2M on the +4. Big reward for it. Gonna take the hard knockdown, hold on to a super, and there it
Wow.
is. Yep.
All right, we're up tournament point here for MBK.
Yeah, and I really like that combo. He didn't try to do the it can be difficult to combo the technical input SBA from
Yeah.
Far 5L as
Yeah.
Jita. He went straight into the easy input knowing that he didn't need the extra damage.
Nice roll.
Good tech. Yeah. A little bit late on the confirm. That does combo from counter hit. Yeah, both players want nothing to do with it.
Yeah. I feel like Vegeta's definitely got more to win in that interaction anyways.
It depends
This-
on the positioning. So
Right.
if Catalina cancels a clash to medium thrust in the corner, it's a guaranteed counter hit medium thrust
Yeah.
if the other person dodges. Oh no, he tried to react a little bit late and got counter hit, pushed out from the corner. And right now, Neokarsh is a big decision. He's got to find an opportunity, and he's not going to get one. He doesn't get to activate. And MBK going to take CEOTaku 2022 for Granblue Fantasy versus in winners 3-0. I don't know if he dropped games. I would have to see the score in the bracket. I'm not sure if there were any games even dropped on MBK's side in this top 8.
And what an insane showing. I mean, like, just systematically shutting down so much in the neutral game from Neokarsh, which is a difficult thing to do.
We also need to say this, not with his main character, not with the signature Belial.
Yes.
The Jita that they've been working on in the background, MBK able to break out the pocket
Yes.
Jita and, you know, show extreme proficiency with this character. It's not just a trendy pick of a strong character. He's definitely put the time in.
Yeah, you know, again, like we see it all the time online, that MBK's reactions are second to none in this game in particular. And to go up against Neokarsh in such a way, to stand strong in the neutral game, it's not just because you have Belial. You've proven yourself, again, with Jita to say, hey, like, I can do this in a neutral game. Great, Jita's a strong character at the end of the day, but still, you have to have the tool to counter Catalina with those tools.
You can have... Usually if you have a pocket character, you really want to make sure you're covering your other character's bad matchups. And the matchup spread for Belial and Jita are different in a lot of cases.
Right.
And he does now have that flexibility of picking the character that he wants for a specific matchup.
Indeed.
Jita, as you can see there, you know, probably the correct choice for the Catalina matchup. And, you know, it's a matter of, in this game, it's a simple game on paper. The hard parts of this game are universal. The hard parts of the game are keeping track of the opponent's timers and the opponent's meter and your meter and stage positioning and things.
Absolutely.
Usually an actual character, learning a character is relatively simple. I would encourage anyone who currently plays this game or is interested in this game, explore a lot of characters.
Yes. It's free. What do you got to lose?
Yeah, the combo structure, it's not that difficult to pick up once you know, and a lot of stuff will carry over between characters, and you can see that. MBK, you know, phenomenal player, but able to, you know, just we'll call it his pocket, able to break out a sub and win CEOTaku. I mean, this is one of the more stacked North American tournaments that has occurred for this game to date.
Yes, absolutely. So congratulations to everyone who participated.
Yeah.
We're going to get our award ceremony kicked off in just a moment here.
Yeah, our top 8 coming up.
Yes, well-deserved, and honestly, what's crazy, look, Zombie in 3rd place. Like, that's, you took down a Titan today, Neocars.
Yeah.
Be proud of that. Blues performance this weekend, insane. And honestly, you know what? What a tremendous showing for Granblue Fantasy Versus. This is one to watch once again as well, too. Of course, I know for sure that Discord link is in the chat. Make sure you sign up in the North American PC.
Yeah,
Granblue Fantasy
very,
Versus
very
Discord.
welcoming company. There is also, you can check out the Garden, the PS4 community Discord. There are great Discords for finding matches. It's very easy. You come in, you pick a region role, and you just hit up the match request server. Very easy to find matches. Ranked is, not necessarily always popping, but that's been a staple of the anime community, right? That we've always kind of fought in lobbies, in player rooms, and whatnot. You have the pink square, you have the real rank, right? The pink square isn't the measure of how you've played overall. It's, am I cooking right now?
Yes, absolutely.
So also, I do want to give a big shout out to, the pillars of the North American Granblue community. Zabimu, as we'll see here on the stage, Rowlet in the crowd.
Yes.
Even though he's not here at the moment, he's here with us in Heart Gandito.
Yes, oh my goodness.
The people really helping put the community on the back and, help spread the game. This is, I think, for all of us, and especially for players like myself and Gandito and Zambimu, we've been playing a lot of different games for a long time, and this game has turned around to become our favorite game, albeit surprisingly. I never thought a fighting game would replace Street Fighter 4 as my favorite fighting game of all time, and this game has. It's just an incredible fighting game.
It's so interesting to watch and pick up as well, too, because the fundamentals, like I said earlier, so huge. But award ceremony up here. Tong.
Yeah, gonna let Tong take it away.
Coming in at 7th place, Too Easy.
Yeah, great showing from Too Easy. Again, one of the rare crossovers of playing both NRS games and Granblue Fantasy.
Also in 7th place, Shubu.
Shubu, great showing. Almost entirely with that Uno. Only played a very small amount of 6.
We have Lunar.
Got Lunar with the Cagliosho. Congratulations to him
Also
with the 5th
in 5th
place.
place, Rose Lockhart.
Rose, we can't gas her up enough. Fantastic showing this weekend, putting Zombie into losers in
4th place, Blue.
This one right here.
And right next to Rose, Blue, also fantastic showing this weekend.
Coming in
that
at
4th place.
3rd, Zombie Moo.
And Zombie, no surprise to see him in top 3. Slightly surprising to see him
2nd
only at 3rd.
place, Neokarsh.
Neokar showing that he's not just riding that Jita, you know.
And your CEOTaku 2022 Granblue champion, Mad Best Killer.
And congratulations to MBK showing that his dominance
once again to all of top
is not
8. Let's
just
give it up one
online.
more time.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. MBK being such a strong player, being unconditionable again. But don't forget, play Granblue Fantasy Versus. Free right now if you're a PlayStation Plus member, so get that downloaded, the basic version. You can upgrade, of course, by itself to get the full cast of characters.
Or if you want to dive right in, again, the Legendary Edition, 20% off right now on PSN. We can't recommend it enough, but I do believe that's going to be it for this top 8. So for myself, this is Callisto, Zero. Thanks for joining me, buddy. Had a great time.
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone tuned in to CEOTaku, thank you so very much. There's still more fighting game action on the way. Next up, we will have Melty Blood Type Lumina top 8. So stick around, and we're going to get ready to melt that blood in just a moment. Take care and enjoy the rest of CEOTaku. Later days.